Blonk.
What's good?
This is Greg Robeson, George Martin, and Andrew. What's your last name again? Andrew Green. In the studio at the Sneak Diss Podcast. How you doing, sir?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. What's up with y'all fellas?
Nothing. So we wanted to call you to get your take on Sunday service.
Just breakdown.
I want a breakdown of it. All right, because I don't know anybody who's been.
Okay. All right. So like, where you want me to start? Do you want me to start with Kanye, or do you want me to start?
You already started rough.
or like, do you want me to start with the circus?
Bro, the volume
before
is
Kanye.
Wherever you want to go, just give it to me. The crowd, I want to know what the crowd's like. I want to know everything.
Got you. All right, so I got there, let's say about 12 o'clock, right? So I got there about 12 o'clock. So like they didn't release a itinerary, nothing. So like only thing you knew is it's gonna be people speaking before it. Kanye came on, and then he was gonna come. So I get there, and I went with my mom, right? So I took my mom. I went with my mom. I get there. The crowd at first was packed, but it wasn't packed. You know what I mean? So the people who was there around that time was strictly there, I'm assuming, for whatever group they are, like the Awaken 2020 group or whatever. So I get there, and as soon as we sit down, one of the speakers was like, "Let's have a moment of silence for our President Trump while everybody is attacking him." So I look at my mom and I'm like, I think we're in the wrong place. I think we're in the wrong place.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I lie to you now, man. That was the first thing. So we sitting through that, and then it was just like it was so off, so weird, and like it was like that archaic like Christianity, like you know what I mean? Like it was just weird, like and like so like they get to like talking about testimonials and stuff. So it's people in the crowd. So like for example, it was this one lady. She was like, before I came in here, I was. I had a torn rotator cuff, and now my arm's perfectly fine. So,
before I came in here,
who the hell had the MRI machine? You know what I mean? To tell you that. So it was a bunch of that, dude, and it was just so weird. And I'm just like, God, man, like I'm here for one thing, and I just want to go. It was just weird. So that was just like that was hell. It was terrible.
He said that was hell at Sunday service.
Yeah. That was everything but heaven. That was strictly hell. It was terrible. So come around like 4 o'clock, right? So come around about like 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock? You got there at noon and you were there till 4?
I didn't know. They didn't release anything to say when he came on. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to miss it. So they get there, and like it's around like 4 o'clock. So like the dude's on stage, and like you can tell Kanye was running late because he's just rambling and rambling and rambling. So then you hear this helicopter, so everybody's looking up. So it's this helicopter, and then like, you know, of course it was Kanye. I didn't know that they live in Flagstaff.
They do?
Yeah, I had no idea. So like the helicopter lands not on the field, but like somewhere like behind the stadium. So at this time the stadium is packed. Like I just so happened to look, I'm like, this it filled up. You know what I mean? So like the choir comes out, it was great. I'm not gonna lie. Like even if like you're not into like, you know, the whole gospel and all of that, the music aspect of it was great. I mean, they did their thing.
Wait, so the choir didn't come out till 4 hours after you got there?
4 hours after I got there. So I'm listening to all of this mumbo jumbo for like I'm listening to all of this stuff, dude, for like 4 hours, and like my mom's losing patience. I'm losing patience. So like they finally come on. So when they come on, like I said, like the music was great. Like I can't complain. It was a great show. Once he left, 95% of that stadium left.
So wait a minute, it continued after Kanye left?
Till about 10 o'clock from what I was told. Till about 10 o'clock.
God. And what was happening?
I think they had more speakers. Like it was like more speakers. As I'm walking out, when like Kanye was done, as I'm walking out with the other thousands of people, I hear the guy on the microphone he was like, "Don't leave yet, don't leave yet. We got something else in store for you." So I'm like, "Yeah, right."
Unless Travis Scott's coming out.
Here, dude. Like nobody's staying for this. But it was like outside of Kanye, it was odd, dude. It was odd. Like, and then I'm reading up on the group afterwards, like the Awaken 2020 or whatever they are. So I'm reading up on it, and I'm like, yeah, this is crazy. Like these people are insane. Like their beliefs, what they ride with. I'm like, yeah, this is crazy.
So what was the crowd like then?
The crowd, like what type of people it was?
Yeah, I mean, like type of people, how they was acting, like
MAGA hats
yeah,
and
yeah. It was a bunch of like Clint Eastwoods out there. Like, it was rough, dude. It was rough.
So I mean, I had seen like a couple like videos and stuff people had posted, and I seen like people dancing and like I don't know, like I couldn't get a gauge from the pictures of the crowd. Like it didn't look like a bunch of like hip hop fans. It didn't look like a bunch of.
It wasn't. It was that crowd didn't come until like 2:30, 3 o'clock. They obviously knew something that I didn't know. Because I would have definitely been with like that crowd.
And it was free, right?
It was free, but here's the catch, though. It was definitely a catch. It was definitely a catch. So to get in was free, right? But to get on the field, you could have got a wristband for like, I think it was like $60 or something.
Oh, okay. So sitting in the regular bleachers was free.
Right.
Okay.
But, like they was like throughout time I was there, they was like take a break to pass around offering buckets.
What? You're lying, bro. They were not passing out offering buckets.
They were passing around white. They look like KFC buckets, bro. I lie to you not.
Oh my God.
They was passing around offering buckets, and like this is, and like they would lead into it just like this every time. He was like, you know, I planted this 5 years ago, and you know, I had no money to do this, but God told me just to go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? So he was like, everybody who came here came for free, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah,
oh
right.
No, see, I don't like stuff like that.
It's Joel.
Yeah, he was like, everybody
whatever
came
his
here,
name.
so if you feel like you want to donate something, go ahead and donate something. And if you don't, just enjoy this free event. You know, it was like, okay.
Oh, see, I hate that. I hate when somebody try to stress something being
Exactly.
free to take money.
that's what they were doing, and you could tell they took the cheap way, like the cheap route out, because their security guards was like people from that congregation. They just had they didn't have none of the concessions open. They just had like the general ASU, like what comes with the venue. I would assume, like, you know what I mean. Like,
Oh, I was finna say, I know they did not have that place open for that long, and you couldn't buy food or drink.
yeah, like, but it was just the general like ASU concession. Like, they didn't have none of the vendors open, like no Chick-fil-A or anything like that.
Okay.
I think Dutch Bros was there, but
Hey, Blonk,
that was about it.
did they have a merch tent?
They had a merch tent, but it was like the Awaken merch tent. But it was a guy outside the stadium, like y'all know where Sun Devil Stadium is at.
Yeah.
So like across the street, it was a guy selling like all of like the Jesus is King merch. Like he was taxing for it too, like $100, $200 a shirt, $60
What?
a hat.
Okay, I seen you wearing one.
I had mine prior though.
Okay.
I was prepared, but it was definitely a guy out there selling like Jesus is King merch. So
Was he selling it? Was actually people buying it?
Yeah. But
I can't.
it was like it was kids. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it was kids with their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this was when I first came in.
Say what?
Like, this was when I first came in. When
Oh,
I first
okay.
like got in line to like come in, like I seen the guy selling the merch, and I was like, oh well, I mean that's smart if you got it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't knock you.
Would you go again?
Not that way, no.
So you would go again, you just wouldn't get there till about 5 hours later.
Exactly. I would go strictly to see Kanye. Like, I mean, that was the thing, but I should have known though. I should have known that it was gonna be something off. Like, I wasn't thinking it was gonna be to that extreme.
Okay, but like seeing Kanye, like did he do anything that was warranted for you to see? Like, I don't know much about the Sunday service stuff, just what we see on the internet and stuff like that. So like, I don't see him doing anything special besides maybe playing a keyboard. I don't know if he
He
sings.
didn't even do that.
He didn't do that?
That's what he's famous for on that.
But-
So what does he do then?
He did a few songs off the Jesus is King album. He did Stretch. What's the song off Life of Pablo? The Stretch My Hand song.
Okay.
He did Jesus Walks. He ended with Jesus Walks. And
Okay.
the rest of it was really like. Have you heard the Jesus is King album?
No, because I haven't listened to Kanye since he lost his mind. So
Oh, okay. Well, that's I understand. well, if you like, it was a bunch of like. I'm trying to think how I can put it, because he really wasn't rapping, but it was more of like
spoken word.
kind of, but like in like a musical sense, if that makes any sense. It was
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. But yeah, like he did a few things, like, but it wasn't, like, I wish it was a different album.
Was he like preaching?
At the end, he gave like a little short, little word. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Okay.
behind some music, he was like telling
Like an outro?
everybody how he was like telling everybody how he went broke and how he was addicted to Grey Goose and orange juice. He didn't rant, you know what I'm saying, but he gave you a little small, like a little small little rant at the end.
I mean, is that called an alcoholic? Like, what's he talking about?
I mean, that's pretty much what he was saying. He was like,
Oh.
yeah, he was like, last year I tweeted out that I was broke. Everybody counted me out, and look at me now. You know what I mean? He was just saying that.
He flew in on a helicopter. What?
Saying he's broke.
Yeah. He came in on a helicopter. Like we heard, like everybody in the stadium seen this helicopter, and the helicopter was just like hovering around for a second. and then it just like landed. Like you could tell it landed like across the street, like where like a parking garage is at. And then like the next thing you know, like 30 minutes go by. He hits the stage. So I was like, okay, so he was in that helicopter.
He should have came down. He should have came floating down from the helicopter. Now that would have been tight. He came floating down.
Lost their mind.
Yep, on a cross. That would have been crazy.
On a cross.
Well, I don't know how your mom. Shout out to your mom for sitting through that because ain't no way.
Yeah.
And y'all better be glad it wasn't like a hot day. But I know the
Yeah.
sun beams differently on Sun Devil Stadium.
It does. It does.
That's cement, bro.
It really does. Like it heated up. It did heat up.
Well, I appreciate you telling us about it. I don't know anybody who's been, so like I figured we'll call Blonk because I tell you, I was getting mixed messages. I couldn't tell if you liked it or didn't like it. All right.
It was. I mean,
Like-
that's pretty much where it is. Like I liked it, but I didn't like
And
it.
see-
Like
I get it. Like I get the music aspect of it. I haven't heard the choir sing bad once, whether on the airplane, period, whatsoever. Gospel music, no matter what they're singing, they sound good. So I do understand an appreciation for the music. I get that. But that's something that like could have been inside of Co-America Theater. You know what I mean? Like you could
exactly.
like it didn't and like the choir singing, it's perfectly fine if it was a 2-hour event. Like even if he would have charged for it, the place would have been filled up for 2 hours. Like
Oh yeah.
there's no shame in him being there at 1 o'clock, do a few jams, and leave at 3 o'clock. Like you don't have to make a spectacle out of it. Now you could have somebody there giving the word prior or after or whatever, a little something, make it a 3-hour thing, but you just can't make something like that.
10 hours.
You just can't. I get it's free and it's Kanye, but I
And
mean,
like, don't get me wrong. Like the place was ghost. Like I'm not gonna say ghost, but the place was like I looked over at my mom and I was like, I think they oversold themselves. Like because it wasn't filling up. Like it wasn't filling up at all. Like you could sit as close as you want as long as you wasn't on that field. You know what
Right.
I mean? But when he came, it filled up. Like
huh?
yeah. So like from the field. Like to the so the field and then the seats, but not the above seats. So like everything except the top rows was packed by like 3 o'clock.
Oh well, I mean, sounds good, man. I don't know. I mean, I would never go, but I know a lot of people that bought tickets or got the tickets and resold them and made a lot of money. You know, I'm just.
They people resold the tickets.
Oh yeah, tickets. The people were selling them.
Oh, that's smart. I didn't think about that.
All right, Blonk. I appreciate you letting us call you.
All right, man.
All right, later. I hate you later.
All right.
Later. All right. That was the gospel.
You want to start the show? Or?
Episode 190. That was the start of the show. You know, that's the start of the show. We ain't got to start the same way every single episode. We appreciate everybody
That's
who listens,
fine,
likes,
but-
subscribes. You know, George,
I
Andy, in
wondered
the
if you're
building.
gonna remember.
You already know. We're doing top 10 pickups of 2019. I know we didn't do that. We should have already done that, but we're doing it today. You know, Andy has said we should do that. It's an easy one to do. Didn't cop a whole lot this year. So, actually, you know what?
You gonna reflect at all on what was said?
I mean, yes. I just give an intro.
Yeah.
I mean, what he said is pretty much what I expected, I guess. I didn't hear anything that I thought was. I didn't know about the speakers aspect of it. I didn't know like they were doing. First of all, I didn't know it was about 10 hours. I didn't know that. One,
Longer than that.
two, I didn't know it was like somebody preaching or speakers. I didn't know all that. I thought that was sort of like a blend of it. You know, I thought it was blended for about 2-3 hours and you go home. Like, I don't know. I don't really have a cap on it. Like, I don't care about it. Like, I just.
Man, pass around the offering bucket.
That's crazy. Like, I do not like the emphasis. Look, okay, George and I don't know Andy's religion or anything. We have different religious beliefs.
I'm like George.
Okay.
I don't believe in organized religion.
Okay, now, as I've gotten older, my views on the organization, and this is not a political religious podcast, whatever, but this is about Kanye, and this is what we talk about. As I've gotten older, the organization of religion and stuff has made me a little weird. And that's just growing up and how I was. Like, there's things that, like, are unbelievable that I know people that are in the church that I grew up in that are doing, and I'm like, what's, and be quick to try to like, anyways, that's another story for another day. I don't view this as organized religion. So, like, it doesn't really count to me. I feel like this is what they're trying to do. Like, not make it like an organized religion. Like, you have people out there wearing Yeezys and ripped up hoodies and stuff to watch them. Now, the philosophy and the structure, it's like organized religion. Like I've been in churches and stuff where, like, we've invited somebody to preach, a pastor from out of town, and they're like, yo, bring up $10 and the Lord will bless you with a $10,000 car. I've been there. All right, last call, bring up $5,000. You can get a nice car for $5,000. I feel like you bring up $5 right now, you get a $5,000 car. I've been there. I've sat there and witnessed that. That's what the same thing is. You can't offer something that is like supposed to be spiritually lifting and remind everybody it's free, flying on a helicopter. A lot of pastors and preachers do the exact same thing and drive up in a super nice 745 BMW.
I mean, you watched the show on HBO, right?
What show?
With Danny McBride and John Goodman.
Not yet. I haven't watched it.
All right.
So I get it in that sense. I don't know what people wanted to get out of it or what they expected. That's how I'll put it. I didn't expect nothing. It is what it is. I definitely didn't know about passing around buckets of offerings. I don't know nothing about that. Charging somebody to get on the field. There's no benefit to getting on the field for something like this. Like, what was the benefit? Like, there's no mosh pit down there. It's not... They ain't singing the jams. Like,
you can hear it from anywhere.
Yeah.
In that stadium.
Well, let me say what I was going to say first, and then I'm going to address what you just were saying. So, first and foremost, doing a moment of silence for somebody who's not dead.
Yeah.
Doing a moment of silence for somebody who's not dead.
I forgot about
is
that.
Wild.
I forgot about that.
Out of this world, wild, bro. Listen, people believe in whatever they want to believe in. They believe left, right, center, whatever. I'm not making a statement whatsoever about who they're doing it for, but doing a moment of silence for someone who is alive and breathing and is the most powerful man in the universe is wild.
I completely forgot about that.
Regardless if you acknowledge the fact that what Trump believes and what hip-hop culture believes are complete opposites, regardless.
Doing that for Obama is crazy.
Anybody.
Anybody.
If you're not dead.
Bruh. A moment of silence for an alive human. Okay. Then number two, you were talking about, what were you just saying before we started talking about that?
Just organized religion. I don't know.
No, I know, but at the end you said something about
the offering. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so back to that. I'm sure there's plenty of documentaries out there about people like Osteen and guys like that.
Plenty.
But that show on HBO is obviously a comedy.
Right.
A dramedy, whatever you want to call it. And so it's just like, you watch a documentary, it's serious, obviously, topics. You might get sad, whatever the case may be. That show at least provides humor. So it's not as bad watching it as it would be a documentary, in my opinion. So if you feel like you need to learn about those type of people, the people you're talking about, asking for money and then driving up in a Mercedes or,
there's plenty of stuff about that.
Owning yachts and planes and whatever else, and they're supposedly preachers and benevolent and whatever else. That show, I can't remember the name of it, but Danny McBride, John Goodman, and them on HBO.
It's a newer show, right?
First season was last 2019.
I haven't started watching that yet.
And I'll look it up before the end of the show. But that show, number one, it's a good show because anything Danny McBride does is phenomenal. I mean, the one that he did,
baseball show.
The pitcher, I forgot the name again. Eastbound and Down, and then Vice Principals, all fire. So this show, phenomenal. But it gives you an insider look, even though it's fictional and it's funny, to like that lifestyle. So, anyways,
and that's always been something. And it's speaking from my end, because in the black community, black churches and stuff like that, that's always been an issue with a lot of people. Like, it just has, and it depends on where you go to churches. There's not a lot of people like that, and we do understand, and that's where a lot of my issues come from in a long time. Like, I feel like. I don't want to get too deep in that. So I'm not going to do that. But that aspect of it it's just nasty. Like, it's nasty.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I don't.
Joel, whatever, man.
Joel
like,
Osteen.
Yeah. Like, when the hurricanes or all that stuff happened in Houston, he wouldn't open up the church for a shelter or anything. Isn't just wild. Like,
yeah. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But
I believe it's true.
It was true, and then he had heat on him, so he decided to do it at the end, I think, because Righteous Gemstones is the name of the show. But yeah, I mean, Simple told me a lot about it when I saw him on Saturday. He said he went like around 11 a.m., looked for the merch. No, he went in. I didn't know you could do this, but I guess if it's free, he went at like 11, looked for the merch, and then left. And then he must have found out Kanye wasn't coming till 4:30 or something. And then he said he went back at 4. So
I'll never.
if people sat out there for, and he said it was 12 hours long. He said it was from 10 to 10. So if people sat out there, bless them or whatever word you want to use, if they feel better about themselves and their lives after that, by all means. But I mean, nothing that Blonk said or Simple told me is sounds out of place to me. I mean, even the passing the donation plate around.
The first thing
I figured all that.
The moment of silence. That's insane.
Passing the bucket around is kind of crazy. Not crazy.
No, but I mean, it was a religious event, so that's why I'm not surprised. But yes, that would be the one thing.
Passing a bucket around a stadium that holds about 30,000 or however many people is crazy.
I kind of want to.
Like, it's difficult to do it in a big church, let alone a stadium. Like, now, I get it if there was like stations, every exit, there was like a thing that said this money will be donated somewhere. I get that. I've been to plenty of events where it was like, yo, throw in some money we're going to give all this money to the Salvation Army, whomever. 100% get that. This doesn't sound like the money was meant for anything but to fund him. And that's where I get like, you know what? This is structurally built trying to be an organized religion, trying not to be an organized religion, but it's an organized religion. Like, you can't tell me about how we've never seen Kanye broke. I don't care what he said. Like, visually broke.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing like he said on Sway in the Morning or whatever when he was talking about, you know how much money I spent on my clothing line or whatever. It was along the lines
like,
of that.
And I get it, but it's like,
he's also married to Kim Kardashian, who is
right. Like, you and I being broke is way different. Like, he could literally be like, that's it. Go to Radio City Music Hall, $85 a ticket. I'm doing a concert tonight. He could do that and make like that. Like, it's not
sell a house.
Right.
There's $5 million. I mean,
now if you feel, I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's weird. You know, and a lot of people talk about like them up there dressing the same, and I've been on the cult. Forever. Okay.
We said this like what, a year ago?
Long time ago.
Yeah, I remember this.
And then I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna take away from how they're dressed, because if it was a choir, they'd all be wearing the same robes and stuff, whatever. But I just don't believe him. I don't believe any of it. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
All right, here's the question. Do you guys think he's going to move away from this eventually? Like,
I don't
get
know.
off that bandwagon, off the God Save Me kind of thing, go back to rapping the way he used to?
No, because you can still feel that way and believe in that without doing a world service tour thing. Like, your own personal religion and all that stuff.
No, I understand that.
Yours.
But him saying, like, I'm not going to drink alcohol, I'm not going to curse, I'm not going to make music like this anymore.
See, I haven't listened to none of his albums.
I haven't either, but
oh, okay.
I there's no way he's just going to put out gospel albums the rest of his life.
I don't even know. Was Jesus King a gospel album?
Yeah.
I have no
Well, you
idea.
asking
it was
the wrong
okay.
person.
So I haven't listened to it.
I haven't either, but
Okay.
from what I've heard, it is.
I know nothing about Kanye anymore since he started doing this.
I don't either. I don't know much about him anymore. Like, he's now the butt of our jokes. Like, I know about Yeezys now. Like, he's no longer a musically and he's like this legend now, and now he makes clothes.
Kanye's the person who got in a fight at the airport with a paparazzi. Like, what? I mean, now I'm not saying that that's like child molestation or murder or anything like that, but like, he's one of the most irrational people on the planet.
Yeah, like the George Bush thing on live TV, like written charities, like George Bush doesn't like black people.
Oh, yeah.
The Taylor Swift thing, running up there, like, he always is acting erratic.
He does, but see, that's why those type of erratic behaviors are accepted, because it's a general like idea of the masses type thing. Like, it's not out of the norm. Like, people didn't think George was like black people back then, whether you was him or not.
Well, the punching multiple paparazzi people out is a little outside the norm. I mean,
he ain't the first. I mean,
he's not, but how
know.
much the percentage of the population doing that is 1%.
Oh no. But we don't know what it's like to be in that type of situation to do so.
But it's not normal. We can't normalize that. The George Bush thing, I understand why you say that's normalized,
And
Fighting paparazzi is not normal.
Now the
Think
Taylor
about how many
Swift
celebrities
stuff,
that have never done that.
Taylor Swift stuff is one of those things like it's just funny. Like
No, it's goofy, but that's the point because no one else is doing that either.
right.
Well, the same thing when he did the TMZ stuff too. When he was like,
Right.
the slavery.
He had no business being there.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing in this?
He went to them.
Yeah. I
He
was
beat
like-
up paparazzi, and then he went to their headquarters.
I was like, why are you in here? Like, you're not supposed to be. I don't know. I don't have much else to say about it. I'm glad Blonk kind of told us about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. More power to you. Like you said, if it made you feel better, cool. I'm like, whatever. Like, if you went there with something, now, lady going with a torn rotator cuff, she left with a torn rotator cuff. Or she never had. It's impossible, all right? I've seen a lot of things happen in the church. And let me tell you something, okay? I have seen some wild stuff in church that was 100% true and out of this control wild. Like, I'm telling you, if I called my mom and tell you some of the stuff we've seen, bruh, all right? But, fam, that lady coming to Sun Devil Stadium, and this is in Tempe, Arizona State University's football field. For those who listen to this podcast who don't know what we're talking about. You came to Sun Devil Stadium with a torn rotator cuff, and you left without one. That didn't happen.
She must have saw the trainer or something.
Yeah, she went into the locker room. She would have got treatment before she walked into the bleachers. So that's all I got to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, I get going to see the music part. Like, that's fine if you like that music and everything.
That
fine.
music should have been out there the entire time. There should have not been music. Like, I don't care if it was different choirs. I don't care what it was. Like, and you know what? And maybe they did this and maybe they didn't. If you're coming into somebody's town and city, you should be inviting the other churches that have choir. Like, you should include other churches in back. Catholic, all of them should be able to come and sing a choir if they want to.
Well, so that show touches on that too. So.
Oh, okay. I'm going to watch that. Don't tell me much about that. All right. We're doing top 10, 29 pickups, 2019 pickups to us. Like I said, we have a few things to talk about today. Hopefully we get through it. Pickups. Recent pickups.
Speaking of pickups.
I don't have nothing.
Nothing. I got
Last thing
nothing
I think
either.
was those
But I will
off-white
tell you this.
dunks.
I tried to buy the dunks today, and obviously, I don't even get a notification.
I debated
anymore.
on trying because
I just
I
tried
forgot about
a
it.
size 8.5 because I know I can flip it.
now those I'll tell you the P-Rod dunks. I like them a lot better now that I know that they're a boxing thing. I didn't know that. I thought it was like because when you think of Mexican boxers, they wear a lot of the white and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like I get it. They ugly. I'm not wearing them, but they cool. So I got it. But I will tell you this. So I did have a pickup, but it was a pickup for my brother-in-law. I bought him the Air Max 90 neon revolt, whatever yellow, OGs, whatever. Gave him to him, gave him money, all that stuff. Get a message that night. He said, and he's had OGs before in the past and stuff like that. And he sent me a message and he said, text message, and he said, yo, these don't look like how I remember how they used to be. And I said, Air Max 90 OGs are washed, man. There's something we've been too trained to like other ones now. Yes, because you can only like an Air Max 90 OG model cut something if it's something special about it. The OGs have way too many different materials on it. Leather, suede, mesh, like all this. It doesn't look good
I haven't
anymore.
seen any of those, so I can't.
Exactly.
I mean,
It doesn't look. That's another thing too. And he said, "Yo, you think I could take these back?" So I said, "Fine, I'm gonna give your cash back. You give them back to me, and I'm gonna return them." And this is somebody who likes OG Air Max 90s. All the stuff that I got saying Air Max OG 90s are washed and all that, I haven't seen any on the timeline. I haven't seen anybody posting wearing them. Bruh, Air Max 90 OGs are
If infrareds come out, I'm copping.
absolute classics without a doubt. Timeless, top 3 Air Max all time, maybe a top 10 sneaker of all time to some people. These are facts, but it's washed now. It's not a wearable sneaker if it's nothing of it that is perfect. Like, it has to be perfect. Air Max OGs have way too many different materials, period. An all suede Viotech one, perfect. Suede all around, everything. OGs got mesh, leather, suede, plastic, messed up paint. It has it all. Like, they're whack.
Everything has messed up paint.
Well, I'm just saying. Like, and that's a prime example. I haven't seen nobody wearing them. I went through people's timelines specifically after the drop. Like, yo, where they at? Where they at? You told me I was trash. You told me I was corny. Yo, where they at? They nowhere. That's facts. So nobody else got any pickups?
I got nothing.
You tripping?
Nothing. You didn't even get nothing to sell?
I
Why you get that?
don't think anything came out besides that P-Rod Dunk, right? What else came out? Oh, I guess Klotz came out, but that was impossible.
There's
to buy,
that
so.
Black Cat early access, but
Oh yeah. Y'all buying Black Cats?
I
Actually,
still have the original one.
well, what come out this week? You love saying that. Well, them Black Cats you got look like actual black cats. They look like Halloween cats.
I mean, yeah,
Ashy
like
by now.
20-year-old cats would have been. That's what you should have said.
Them joints look actual Halloween black cats, like crossing the street. Them joints dusty.
They are.
What comes out this
They're
week?
too small. I'm not wearing them anywhere. Clot Air Force One Rose Gold came out last night on Juice Store.
Oh, is that what it's rose gold? It just looks pink.
Yeah. I don't
Wait, is
know
that the China one? What's that one? Everyone's been going crazy about.
That one.
This is the Clot one that came out.
Oh yeah, okay.
But Juice Store is Clot's like official store in Hong Kong or whatever.
Oh okay.
Oh, is that why people kept posting that?
Yeah, it was like $3,000 a resale.
Yeah, it was
for
a Hong
shit.
Kong, the Hong Kong price.
$17.99 is what it was, Hong Kong dollars, which is like $225 or $230 US. But when they're selling for $900 or more, then it doesn't really matter. LeBron, I Promise, I think came out today too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, did you buy it?
Nope. I
Make
broke
sure
my
you-
promise. Bro, about 2 red carpets, all right?
Right? You're going to keep saying that. You saying that more, and I'm talking about Black Cat 4s.
I'm going to buy I Promise. I bought I did. I got an icon. I got the gold icon. I did get one. I got it from
sale?
Sneaker Shouts.
Yeah, I saw that.
I got the 20.
All that money with the John Elliott B.
No, but see, I got the 20% off from Nike that did the All You promotion, and I had my $20 for my birthday, so I got it for a good price. Shout out to myself.
Yes.
So I got the beige ones. I wanted to get the pink ones, but I know I'm wear the pink ones because I know I'm not one of these beige ones either. But I needed them.
Black Cat 4s are coming out. Jordan 13, Chinese New Year.
Wait. Are y'all copping Black Cat 4s? You guys. Okay.
No.
All right.
I don't know what this is, but a Jordan 34 Paris game.
Oh, yeah. I saw it.
I don't know what that means. What's the Paris game? Is that the outdoor thing you were talking about?
That's the thing that they do every year.
Or Pete, what is it?
Yeah, but that was different. Yeah.
Same
Kwai
thing?
tournament.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know. I'm asking you.
Oh, I have no idea. Jordan 34 don't even exist anymore. I saw somebody wearing lows already, so I guess those are coming out eventually. Jordan 34.
Gel Light 3 Meta 30th anniversary.
Oh, I saw that. Now, it said OG, which I don't know what that means. Like, has it been out before? I saw that. That's nice. Are you copying?
That's nice.
I don't like the pull tab on the back.
Yeah, neither do I.
Okay.
I don't know if it's worth something. Maybe I haven't even looked into it yet.
Do you own a Gel Light 3? You own one? Oh, yeah, you only wear Nike.
I refuse. Paul George 4s are
So
dropping.
you won't cop Koi's?
Oh, that's a different story.
Oh, okay. Or Beams.
I have to look that one up. Which one is
Orange
that
one, same as Koi, just orange.
Huh? Oh, you mean red and orange?
It's
The
an
red
orange toe.
colorway and the orange
Yeah.
colorway? Yeah, but that's both. They're both Koi's. They're just two different color codes.
Oh, okay.
Paul George 4s are coming out, like the first release, obviously.
It's
And
like the great
Oh,
Gatorade.
sneakers.
they made the Gatorade one, but then the regular one, color one's coming out too. I don't think they're too bad. I wouldn't buy it, but
I think zip-up shoes should never release again if you can press on your phone to zip tie your shoes. Like, what's the point of a zipper shoe now if, like... Coming out with a zipper shoe in 2020 as a basketball player is
I have no
crazy.
idea.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Think about that. Now, think about all the zipper shoes that have come out since we've been buying sneakers.
That's like a '90s technology.
That's a 90s technology. Like, zippers are
well,
gone.
the zipper doesn't even do anything. You still tie it under the zipper.
What
It
was
keep-
the point? It was, I
It
guess...
keeps the laces from getting untied.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been trying to play in Gary Payne's Impossible.
Those are actual boots.
You had to wear them unzipped.
Adidas Chinese New Year pack is coming out. There's a bunch of different stuff. Ultra Boost,
Whack.
Samba, blah, blah, blah. Most of it, yeah, swag. Yeezy 350 Yeshaya.
I saw that today.
Yeshaya, whatever. I showed that word to Phil. He was like, that means nothing in Hebrew. It must be like and then I thought about it. I was like, he probably just put Y-E in front of some word, some Hebrew word or whatever, or maybe some word that used to be Hebrew, or like took a piece from Hebrew and then put, because he's a narcissist, he put ye in front of it.
But then
Yes.
he does that, and then he says like, "Oh, here's tailgates." Like, what the hell is that?
You know, whether he believes in hell or heaven or all that anyway, he's on his way to hell, just doing weird stuff. He's a weird person. Yebrews or whatever they call. What they call?
Yeshaya.
Bro, he come up with a shoe called Yewish. I'm slapping him in half.
That would be Yeesh.
Yeastrin? What's Christian?
Yeesh.
Yo, I'm gonna slap him in half.
There's a Jordan 9 coming out, Racer Blue.
Jordan 9. Oh, it's okay looking. Now the iridescence, it's okay.
9 suck.
Oh, I don't like 9s, but it looks okay.
9 suck. There's a Kyrie 6 New Year. There's a lot of Chinese New Year stuff coming out. Kyrie 6 Chinese New Year, Air Max 1 NYC Chinatown. For some reason, people like that shit. I don't know why.
I think it's okay.
It wasn't bad.
It resembles.
It
resembles something that's come out before.
This sucks. The one that you have that you're unsure about that Andy and I like is better than this.
What, Swipers?
Yes.
Swipers are whack.
Man, if you don't stop.
Have you wore yours yet?
I've worn mine like 6 times already.
Oh, okay.
I wear them a lot.
Didn't you buy Marky joints too?
What's that?
Didn't you buy Mark's joints?
Mark?
Air Max 1?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't you? Have you worn those?
No.
Oh, slap yourself. All right,
They're
what
at
else?
the bottom of the pile at this point, so they'll get there.
Those Chuck Taylors, Pigalis.
I was looking at those today.
Those are kind of tight.
Pro B-balls?
Not for $120.
Not the Pro
though.
B-balls, the low top 70s.
Oh,
They're too
sorry.
expensive, though.
Yeah, I was like,
Lightning
oh, that's not
Storm
bad.
and Barely Volt.
Yeah.
I was like, I might get those, and then it was like 120. I was like,
I did, too.
nope.
I'm not
It's
paying.
a pretty wag week. And then the only other thing that
those
comes
ones are
out
the best
before
ones.
we're back
Those are
here
fire.
is Air Max 97
those are fire.
Golf Grass. NRG Grass,
Those suck,
the one I
too.
sent you.
All right. Those are whack.
You said you like the Air Max 1 Grass, so I figured out you like that one too.
I don't like that anymore. I mean, it was interesting at first.
Oh, it was a novelty. Okay.
Didn't you get them? Oh,
I got
thought you had
the-
got the,
I
oh,
got
you
the
got
money
other
one.
one. Oh, that's
But I
right.
already sold it though.
No. Like, the grass doesn't need to be. Nah. It didn't work.
It's not greener
already
on the
gets
other
on your
side.
Yeah, okay, look at you. With that humor. Yes.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Grass
You
is
know what I mean?
green on the other side. Andy, you got a George hate.
Yeah, I do.
You got one.
George, are you ready?
Wait, have either one of y'all ever been to Bear Jackson?
I went 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. I went
My
to
mom won free tickets on the
Man,
radio.
watch it on TV.
Me and my dad went.
Okay. I went this past weekend. It's an unreal atmosphere. Like, it's
Meaning what?
It's like one thing. It's crazy to know that there's
Half
so
the people
much
at Barrett Jackson
money.
probably were at Kanye's thing.
Like, no, these people.
Them cats you saw out there by that
I'll tell
truck.
you this. Let me tell you this.
They were there.
I'll tell you this. I had never seen
And they were
so
at
many.
And they were at the march today on the East Coast, or wherever that was.
I had never seen so many people. That's how you know Yeezys and stuff. Like, I seen so many old men walking around wearing Yeezys. Like, just Yeezys.
Told you they were there.
And I'm thinking to myself, is this because it's hard to say if it's like, oh, grandkids or their kids bought their pop Yeezys, whatever. Like,
That used to be funny on Twitter or whatever. It's not funny no more because he's a wacko now and he likes Trump. So it don't matter.
I'm just like, I see all these Yeezys. I see like older men walking around with the praying hands and the six, what is that, Drake shirts. I'm like, what is happening in here? But man, I'm watching cars go for $900,000 and a 1.3 and stuff. I'm like, what is happening? I'll tell you this. It's a place that definitely makes you like, there's certain things that you could do and feel like, man, I want to get to work. I want to make some money and do something. Because there's a lot of old school cars I love. And I was looking at some like old Jaguars. I was looking at some old things. Like, I love that atmosphere and I loved it. But it's crazy going to that. Like, it's definitely like it'll make you sad or happy. Like, you go over there and be like, there's a Ford truck. We were looking at some new Baja truck. It started at 112. I'm like, this is a Ford pickup truck, dude. What the heck is this thing? Crazy. 770 horsepower, some Chevy Baja, Ford Baja, one of Baja. All right. Anyways.
Yeah, I had sent you some pictures when I went a long time ago. There's this kid they were in like that full Supreme Louis outfit with.
Oh, that
Yeezys
was there?
Yeah.
Oh,
When
yeah.
I looked at our text thread, like old pictures, and like dude had
yeah.
vapes on, like
People
everywhere.
there, I mean, with the most
Scottsdale.
sneakers and stuff everywhere. Like, I seen like the most beat up off-white Jordan 1s ever. Like, they were worn and tied up. Like, got a
Like,
game
you just
tonight.
got done hooping?
Yeah, like they were trash. What you got for George?
I mean, rich people go there. Like the dude who bought the first Corvette, like model number 001, or the first new Corvette off the line, is Hendricks, the one who owns the race team, Richard Hendricks.
Yeah, it was
So-
Oh shoot. Anyway,
All right, George. What do you hate more?
Everything.
Your golf game on your phone? or traffic?
Oh, traffic by far. I'm actually fire at golf now. I got so much better.
So I guess we ain't going to play real golf then.
I mean,
You committed to that.
You gotta text at some point, like,
What?
let's go play golf.
All right, I gotta pick a Saturday or a Sunday. I gotta go.
All right, I got a follow-up
You
question
golf,
too.
Andy?
I have. Not very good.
I
Follow-up question.
just hate everything. You already know that. So.
What reaction does Hannah hate more?
Hannah, what do you mean?
Like, you reacting to traffic, or are you reacting to your golf game?
Oh, the golf game by far, because she hates traffic maybe more than I do.
I hate traffic.
She might be worse than me.
It's getting bad out here.
Yeah, I had asked for some help on this one this week. I saw I hit Hannah up. And she said, last night George punched the counter and threw his phone.
Yeah, but that was,
that was
before I got super tight at the game.
Yeah, all right. Last night.
No, he said last week.
I thought it was last night.
Did you buy new clubs?
Tight. No, I haven't spent any money. I refuse.
I need to know what game this is.
I refuse to spend money on that game because I see people that have like the stuff you can only get if you buy like the new pack. Man, some of these cats be spending hundreds on this game, and I watch them.
What's the game called? Golf Battle? Golf Class? Golf Blitz?
Golf King, I think. Let's see.
I think it's called King of Golf.
Golf King.
Let me see.
Yeah, see how much George's hates fluctuate. If I would have asked him last week, he would have probably said the golf game.
And I even, like 2 weeks ago, I even searched for their Twitter account because I was going to send them a scathing DM.
If you ever sent a scathing DM or any tweet to anybody about a phone video game, I'm slapping you in thirds. Not even a question.
Couldn't find it. They don't have a Twitter account. They were lucky.
I just downloaded it. I could play you one-on-one? Pause.
Yeah, but you don't want to right now because all my equipment is too good. You need to work your way up.
Bro, I will spend the money just to be just to win. I'll go into the store. That joint, that pop-up, you'll get 18,000 coins in 15.
CEO will be like, Gregory,
get your new drivers.
That's coming out of the sneaker fund.
And I'll be like, no, it's to be George. She'll be like, oh my God, you guys so stupid.
No, Cortez did that on accident. Yeah.
You're right.
I don't know where his wallet is.
You facts. We did like
the one he stole a long time ago.
We did like a spring cleaning type thing at New Year's, and I thought, I know I'm gonna find it. Never found it.
He definitely threw it in the trash.
What was we gonna talk about? Oh, so I was gonna talk about Nation of Soul thing real quick. So I know you guys aren't familiar with it, but there is a page.
Facts. I told him that twice.
Yeah, so there's a page or a group or something called Nation of Souls or whatever, and I don't know the ins and outs about it, but it's a social media thing or like some type of group. I'm not exactly 100% sure about it, but they have like a page, like I guess they post sneaker news on the web, or I don't know. It's something, right? And I'm gonna give gist to this only because people kept hitting me up asking, why aren't we participating? Why we're not doing it? Why you're not posting it? Why you're not doing this?
Probably because it's a spam website.
Well, I mean, it is now. Okay. So somebody's like, yo, fam, they got hacked. I'm like, well, okay. I mean, clearly they did. All right. But so they hit me up and they were like, hey, you guys have been nominated for Sneaker Show Podcast of the Year type thing. And we're going to start voting. And this was way back in like Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, oh, cool, thanks. That's all I said. I didn't think much about it. So then I was like, fine, whatever. I don't care. Like a voting thing, I don't believe, whatever. We post voting stuff up. Cool. I'll participate in it. That was nice of whomever, whatever the case may be. Then I started seeing that same day, and they were like, hey, could you post the logo up and promote it type thing? Like, hey, promote it now. And I'm like, well, if it's not till January, I'm not posting up anything. 1, 2, I'm not posting anything on a page. I have a real issue with promoting other people's stuff. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'll kind of get to it. So then I started seeing like regular people that are like on social media, yo, think I've been nominated for Sneakerhead of the Year. Such an honor. I'm like, Sneakerhead of the Year? I thought it was about sneakers. It's called Sneaker Awards. I thought maybe they had a few subcategories like shows, podcasts, maybe whatever. And then I saw people like, yo, we've been nominated for Sneaker Couple of the Year and Sneaker Parent of the Year. And I was like, man, what is this? So I just left it alone, didn't say nothing, didn't respond to them anymore. Just kind of hit the little heart button on the thing. Cool. Then I got the thing like, yo, voting is up, yada, yada, yada. I didn't say nothing, hit the heart thing. I went into the thing to see the voting thing. It was about 20 categories. It was like fitness sneaker of the year page, parent of the year sneaker page, couple of the year sneaker page, YouTube sneaker page of the year, sneaker show of the year, all this crazy stuff. And I was like, oh, nope, not doing this. Influencer of the year. I'm like, no, I ain't getting involved in this because one, I didn't know any of these people that were nominated except Lars. Shout out to Lars. That's the homie. And Lars is a person that really grinds and stuff like that. Like, he really tries to, to get his stuff
Beater
out
Man,
there.
a.k.a. Beater Man.
Beater Man. Shout out to Lars. Like, I genuinely like Lars. Like, if I ever was in position to do something, Lars would be one of the first people that I would contact to help with something or do something. Facts, all right? Lars. I know, like, this one girl, Flashy Girl, only because she posts dope stuff. I've had a chat with her about starting a YouTube page because I told her she needs to because her makeup is flawless. Her sneakers are fire. I was like, yo, you should call it something like, lips and tongues, makeup and sneaker tongues, or whatever.
That's weird.
Tongues, sneaker tongues? That's a good name. Lips, makeup, tongues?
Somebody got that.
Who does?
Oh, Crooked Tongues. But they
Oh,
went
that's the same. I was going to say, bro, they
went
owe
out of
me.
business. Crooked Tongues existed before you.
And whoever else. Oh, you're right. Crooked Tongues. I'm thinking of something else.
I mean, they've been out of business for about
They've been a
5 years now. But.
I was thinking of Crooks and Castles too.
Right.
And then there was like other people that are on there. I know some people on there. Ryan Swanger's on one of them, whatever. And I saw Sneaker Collector of the Year male, and then I saw Sneaker Head of the Year. And I'm like, how could you be the male Sneaker Collector of the Year, but not male Sneaker Head of the Year? Like, the nominations of people, and first of all, each nomination had one had 15 people to vote for, one had 3 to vote for, one had 4, one had 12. I'm like, what is this? Then people started hitting me up talking crazy, all right? Yo, fam, I think it's messed up that you guys isolate yourselves from the community and yada, 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 yada. I said, fam, you don't understand what that's doing. Community or not, whatever you want to call this sneaker stuff, it divides the community when you try to say that this person is better than this person. You have a category with 5 people in it that you're trying to say are the sneaker collectors of the year. Fam, Kristen Black that came on the show, she wasn't even on any of them, I don't think. If there's anybody who should be on something, she should be included. I was like, this isn't nothing but a bunch of stuff of people that know each other and who likes who and doesn't like who and all that. I saw shows against us that have no business being on there. You could listen to, you could take it, you could get mad, I don't care. There is one of the shows doesn't exist anymore. I'm like, how did this make a nomination list? It doesn't even exist. That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's a ridiculous show. And then seeing people, I must have got message. I was talking to Black Walt Disney. I got message after, fam, if you got the opportunity, go ahead and vote for me, fam. Go vote. This isn't a real thing. Like, you can't win something that doesn't mean nothing. Like, now it's cool. That's cool. That's why our show sticks to sneakers. Sneakers are it, and that's it. We talk about Sakai's all year long. We talk about Yeezys all year long. You can vote for a Yeezy, a Sakai, a Jordan 6. You can do that. I can't sit here and say, yo, Ryan Swanger is the influencer of the year based off of what? Like, because you know him. And then, right? So then somebody was like, yo, go to the Monday midsole page and watch the interview of the guy. I didn't watch it, but they were like, the guy who started this. I'm like, whatever. And he said that there was no criteria. Fam, how do you put up individuals to be voted for something there's no criteria? Like, why is he better than this person? You have to put up the criteria. Downloads, how many years they've been doing it, episodes per week, whatever the case may be, it has to be able to separate somebody from another person. It can't be, yo, we just see him on Instagram. That's what someone told me. They said, yo, what we saw them doing on the internet. Fam, what are you talking about? You just like to come on my pictures and stuff. That doesn't mean nothing. There's absolutely not a single show, and this isn't about our show, because I got on there and first of all, and one, you can vote as many times as you want. Like, you can't stop it. Like, you vote, refresh, vote. I'm on there trying to get us down to 0. I don't want any of the votes. Like, I've been voting for other people to get. I don't want it because it's not a real thing. You can't have people think that they're better than other people at something over because we all buy sneakers. It doesn't make any sense. Like, to me. And God bless all of them, but I was so shocked to see how many people were actual thoughts, like posting, yo, vote for me, fam, go hit the button, vote for me. Oh my God, I couldn't Believe it. And I don't like it. I hate it. I don't like it. Sneaker stuff should stick to sneakers. And that was another thing too. Yo, some cats was hitting me up. Yo, y'all should do a sneakers award. Fam, we've done it 3-4 times. We've done sneaker drafts.
Third episode ago.
Next week, Jay is coming on. We're doing the Hall of Flames. Like, stop it. All the stuff that's being done out there, we've done it first, majority of it. So stop it. All right? Don't be out there voting for nobody else. Don't think if you win this nonsense, you're better than anybody else. Don't do something if you can't do it right. And don't do something if you can't tell me why this person deserves this over this person. Downloads, subscribers, views, quality of their work improved, amount of videos per month. Whatever the case may be, you just can't do it. There are shows that aren't listed on the thing that like should be. The Breakdown, I don't think The Breakdown was listed on it. You guys might not know what that is, but
That's a Christian show.
yeah. So The Breakdown, not even listed on it. But there's shows that don't exist anymore. Absolutely nuts.
For them to say you're isolating yourself is wild because you do post and talk about other shows.
I talk about
often.
other shows often that I do like and stuff like that. Like I like Sneaker History, I like Soul Search, and I like Bread and Butter. And are those the homies?
Off the Cut?
Of course they're homies. Off the Cut, like of course they're the homies. Like they're the homies, but like you can't do it and you can't willingly participate it because what are they gonna say? Oh, you won. What now? I have the Nations of Soul Award. It's not a Grammy. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. It doesn't mean nothing. So, and for them to sit there and say, "Yo, it's for the community. It's fun," I said, "No, it splits up the community." There were people like, "Fam, can you believe they put this person up for like sneaker photographer of the year?" I don't give a shite about somebody taking pictures of their sneakers. Like they all look the
that
same.
everyone does.
And there is only one.
Sneaker photographer of the year should be whoever works for Kith.
Yeah, that's
Every
the
year.
century. But the person that takes the best photography sneakers is probably Bruce. All right,
Yeah,
that's fact.
That's facts too.
He's not on this thing. Like it's an arbitrary thing, and people are like, "Yo, man, if you isolate yourself, you can't be." No, I'm not isolating myself. I'm putting out something for people to look at, view, accept it, comment, things like that. That's it. It isn't about like whether you think I'm better or not. People that watch our show watch a lot of other shows too. I don't care. Like I'm not. My job is to make sure that they come back here. Watch us, go at the end of it, then come back. That's it. Once you leave and stop coming back, that's where I have an issue. Nobody could deny how much work we put on our show, Off the Cut show, any other shows, they put work in this stuff. God bless them. I don't care. I don't want the vote, and I'm not going to participate in something that separates people trying to say that they're better than anybody else. If you want to say we're better than everybody else, we're the best people podcast, period. I know that. I say that. But if you want to say I'm better than somebody else, knock yourself out. But don't be mad if I don't want to get on here and do that. I'm not doing it. I'm not voting for you. I'm not voting for anybody. I went in there and voted that first day for Lars, Lady Sneakerhead for Parent of the Year because I know her. I just know her. Like, that was it. Anyways, that's all I got to say about that. You got to put the criteria up for stuff like that. If you're going to stick to this, if you're going to stick to this thing of sneakerhead internet people, you have to put up why this person is Sneaker Male Collector of the Year over this person. Period. That's all I got.
I couldn't get to the website, so I have
Yeah. Now,
nothing.
this is
Both
what
of
I.
us.
Oh no! So let me tell you this too. Let's say I could see the IP addresses on this thing, allegedly. Okay. Let's say I could do that. All right. Let's say I saw majority of it were all the exact same IP addresses. It's literally people must be sitting there refreshing for themselves over and over. Let's say I can tell that people bought votes. Like you can go to websites and buy votes. Like you go to Google, buy votes. There are sites that say, yo, $5 will give you 100 votes from a out of country IP or 100 natural votes. I looked on this. Let's say I allegedly looked and saw something. I saw the most IP addresses from allegedly India, Egypt, and Ireland, the most obscure lands of this earth. I was like, what is this? Like, get this out of here. Like, it's a phony thing that should be thought of in a different way, and it should strictly stick to sneakers. That's it. That's all I got to say. Anybody got a problem with it, you can eat my shorts. And anybody who sits there and says, yo, you guys love to criticize, but don't give me any suggestions. No, take everything I said. That's a suggestion. Don't do it without saving the criteria and stick to a certain route. And whatever. Ask me for help if you need help. That's it. Beyonce release finally dropped. We were here, Don were here. Andy, you didn't give your take on any of the product or what you thought of it.
Trash.
Okay, trash is a strong word.
It's not for me.
Okay. It also
unimaginative. That's a better word.
Okay.
I mean, there wasn't much stuff for us anyways. I mean, there was like pants and sweatshirt maybe.
For men?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, obviously the tights are not for us. The skirt's not for us.
I mean,
the
the
blouse
booty
not
shorts,
for
they're not
us.
for us. We can wear the booty shorts.
The hat without the skull ain't for
Man,
us.
I saw that happen at the back.
I mean-
I almost fell over.
You could wear the beanie, the socks, the pants were men's, and I think they had one sweatshirt or something
Did you look at the comments on our page? Man, the most
on YouTube or what?
on
Did
YouTube.
the Beehive come out?
The longest comment, somebody was like, "Yo, y'all being mad disrespectful to Beyonce or for Rihanna." I mean, some of the comments.
I looked at it, but I must not have seen that. Must have been before those came in or something.
Shout out to Carmel Love, whoever
I was commenting on it under Hannah's account on accident.
Oh, that what that was. I saw Hannah. I said,
and,
"Oh,
I
Hannah
even,
up in here."
and I even said, "Oh, this is George on accident." Oops.
This is like, okay. Everyone's like, "Yo, fam, it's still sold out. You guys are such haters." I know it's gonna sell out. This is Beyonce. They missed the
He
entire.
didn't sell out
point.
to sneakerhead people though.
Right.
The white shoe may have because they gave early access, and the people who would have gotten early access are sneakerheads.
Because they know how to do it.
Well, it's not
Right.
that. It's based on the Adidas app being. You have to be in like the game change.
Yeah.
Like you have to be the highest level of
Creator.
VIP, whatever it is. Yeah. So I would venture to guess the people at the highest level are probably people flipping the Yeezys and not people buying.
100%.
I mean, it's not your Beyonce fans are not going to be at the highest level of Adidas app thing. Now, maybe
They're
they
not even going to know what that is.
No.
probably.
None of them had the Adidas
maybe
app.
there's some crossover.
95%, I think.
Well, no, they probably knew they had to download it to get
Oh no.
her stuff.
You're
no,
right.
to get the early access and know how that all these drops work.
Like people were losing their minds about the queue, like the waiting.
Yeah, I didn't
thing.
even have a queue. So I don't know. I guess I didn't know what that. When I sent you the early access thing, I clicked right in there and could buy whatever I want. The only thing that was sold out was the white shoe.
I thought it was amazing to see people who have no idea about sneakers and stuff lose their minds about stuff we've been losing our minds about for years now. I seen this lady on
Beyonce
Twitter.
put a post out apologizing for it, like, and she said, she says sorry for making people wait outside. Did it release in stores somewhere?
Yeah,
Where
they
do
released
people
at,
line up at?
a couple champs in Times Square,
Man,
Finish
what?
Line, a few things. Like
We didn't even hear about that.
I saw him. I saw him after we did the podcast.
Oh, man,
I
didn't even know about it.
like I seen this, and she must be somebody popular. She had a blue check on thing. She was a screenshotted the waiting room thing. Yo, what does this mean? Like, I thought it was so funny
How
because
did you see it?
it was
Somebody
on
else
Twitter.
retweeted?
Well, like, yeah, it must have been a retweet.
I'm saying it could have been someone you follow.
It must have been a retweet because I was like, I thought it. Oh no. So it was trending. It was in the trending thing,
Yeah.
and it was saying
Yeah, it
Twitter
said people lost their minds.
were
over
losing their
Beyonce
minds. It
release
was
or
part of
whatever.
that. I was like, man, they have no idea what they're doing. Like,
Oh, yeah, none.
they're in a sheer panic. Like, I thought it was hilarious because
That's pretty funny.
I would tell you this: when one of the people makeups came out, that like when it was like hard to get,
Kanye.
and I was trying to get it because I was like, yo, this stuff is selling. Whatever the case may be, I was trying to get it, but I didn't know how to do it either. But I knew it had to be some like sneakers. You gotta wait. You gotta know. You gotta do something. But like the fact that when they thought they could buy it and they clicked it and it took them to the waiting room thing, I thought I was dying. It is so funny because something to us that's so arbitrary, it's immature at times, it's ridiculous, it's nonsense. It's funny to see the struggle on somebody else. I'm sorry. I
know,
thought it was
'cause
hilarious.
We've been all past that. We've been through that waiting room sneaker app.
Oh yeah.
At this point, if it doesn't work, you're just like, oh, put it away. I'm not messing with it anymore.
Like,
you're over it.
She said she refreshed over and over again. Like, and we know all
End of
that.
the line. End of the line.
Yeah, and now
Did it release on regular Adidas site at a specific time? Is that when this happened?
like it when he had
Yeah,
text,
'cause I
it
text-
just dropped.
Yeah.
I was already in there for some reason in the waiting room already, but then it actually went up on the site. Like it went up, you could see all the product, and I clicked on the shoes, and then it went to a waiting room again, and then you could buy it again. Because Rocio, last second, after you had already been in the room playing around for 30 minutes, whatever.
Oh, this was the same day.
Yeah, you mind getting me the maroons? We do a sneaker podcast. I buy sneakers, and this you tell me today? Like this is when you tell me? Like So then, like, I could have got them for like $60 over retail, but she wasn't having that. So I just thought it was hilarious because, like, I expected it. Like, I don't know if your girl wanted any or cared or whatever.
She has no idea about
But
anything.
if you went to Google, I went to Google that day or the day before, whatever. I typed in just Beyonce Ivy Park. And this now we can get into the Kanye versus Beyonce thing, whether Beyonce sale wise or whatever could trump Kanye. I went just typed that in Google. There are so many websites that aren't sneaker related giving you the ins and outs on how to buy it. It's crazy. Bravo, USA Today, CNN, E Network. These are all stations that are typically catering to the women demographic. So if you're a woman that goes on E to look at celebrity pictures and Ivy Park is the first thing you see, how to buy, like, it has the potential to blow Kanye stuff out of the water because Kanye doesn't make the news anymore for like how hard it is to get stuff, how cool it is anymore. Doesn't make that stuff anymore. He's now in the news for being a weird person. Like, so I 100% agree with whomever thinks she could surpass or do better. And the clothes are whack. So sorry. The clothes are whack.
Kanye's or hers?
Both.
They're both whack. They're cool. But I'm sorry, another thing too, sorry, real quick. The men's stuff being the same color as the women's stuff. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to wear the same color palette as my wife. I'm not. Like, if I bought the men's sweats, I'm not trying to, if she got on the flight jacket suit, half and half.
Don't Jay-Z and Beyonce match a lot?
I mean, on like Halloween or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen fit pics and they dress similar.
I mean, maybe
His
at
style-
events.
His style is different. Sometimes.
Maybe at events. I don't know. But I'm not
no
wearing
idea.
the same color palette as my wife. No offense. Like, it's nothing against it, but I'm not wearing burgundy orange striped sweatpants.
I mean, y'all don't got to wear it at the same time.
I mean, I guess we don't, but I don't want to walk in. Athleisure, you know, like you said, this has become popular stuff that you can wear anywhere. You wear it to Sunday fun day, brunch, all this popular stuff. Okay. If I walk in wearing my burgundy orange striped pants and then homegirl on the left got her big old sweaty, you know, I'm not trying to do it. I'm not.
Do you guys know anyone that bought anything?
A few people bought the shoes. Like, I know a few bought shoes.
Any clothes though, or?
One person that I know said that his girl got a crew neck, one of the something. But other than that,
I was wondering more
clothes
guys.
were expensive.
Huh?
I was wondering more if you knew any guys that bought it.
No, I don't. Yeah. I mean, I saw a lot of guys.
Everything was
shoes.
available except the white shoe. I clicked in and there was like, you get 30 minutes. And so when I clicked in, I think there was like 23 minutes left. And I probably BS'd for a couple minutes, like texting people. I texted Greg, like, I got access. Do you want anything? I think he said no. Then I asked Hannah, did she want anything? Then I was like, sent the screenshot to SockJig and was like, you know, you think anything's going to flip in here? And then I went to StockX and the white shoe was like, I think it was like $80 over retail, which means you probably make about, at a low price point like that, you're probably going to make $50. So I was like, all right, I'll just buy the white shoe. Clicked on it. And I think there was maybe like, you know, 19 minutes left and it was already sold out. So
you called that too.
Yeah. I mean,
you said the white one
yeah, the
would
creeper
be the
looking
one.
shoe would be, yeah. I mean, just because it's already a popular thing in women's fashion with Rihanna's creeper shoe, and then Air Force One made the like slight modification on the Air Force One for the women's shoe, and then there was like another one that either Puma or Adidas had already made. So once that came out, I knew that that was going to be the one, but I was actually surprised that, I mean, maybe not surprised is not the right word. Like, you're not going to make any money flipping the Ultra Boost, but it was selling for over retail, so...
I mean, like I said, it is what it is. Like, I
don't know if any of the clothes flipped. I have no idea.
I was more just, well, I saw
Too
on
expensive.
Poshmark just the orange shorts that were selling for $260. I don't know what retail is for more, but I was like, why are these?
I don't think anything was that high unless it was like a jacket or a...
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I could have bought anything except the light shoes.
More to the people too that like saying some crazy stuff to me in comments and on posts and look, they're like, yo, it's sold out. No, duh. Like,
Of course it's sold out.
Of course it's sold out. Like, no one said it.
They also, I mean, people also keep in mind that with the first release, they're not making 1 million of each piece. You know what I mean? Like, the numbers are low.
That's how you know.
If
like,
the white shoes sold out in the first 6 minutes or whatever of a shock drop early access, they didn't make very many of them. Let's put it that way.
And the fact that like Beyonce, like you said, is posting an apology about stuff like that. She's new to this.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they had logistics issues before it even got started and all that stuff.
But that's also the greatness of Beyonce. Like, we could sit here and at Virgil Abloh and Kanye and everybody till our faces are blue in the. They won't say a word to us. Like I've talked junk about people doing this. Like stop wasting your time. But the fact that like a Beyonce has that. Whatever it is, marketing team, herself, personality, whatever, to say like, hey man, I'm sorry about this, whatever. That just makes everybody just love her anymore. Like it's just it's great. Like I'm happy as hell. People are like, yo, I can't believe you're trying to down a black woman. It's got nothing to do with it. We're sneakerheads.
Is this the men's one?
So
it's like the women's stuff. I can't tell what's what.
They're reselling for like 140.
No, does it have pockets on it? Then I think so. Yeah, I don't think
retail's 85, 140.
It's
it's like $40 after fees.
StockX is selling the women's stuff.
That's selling all. They're selling.
I know, but the thing below that though.
Yeah, they selling the clothes.
They have
too.
everything.
Oh.
Yeah, it's on there.
I guess I didn't think about that.
They
at
got
all.
like bras.
Why would they be flipping the women's
Yeah,
stuff?
she was slinging bras and everything.
Belt? What the?
People have to keep in mind because I remember it was, and we did this on the show here. We did this on the show here 3 years ago or whatever. But it's popular to go after the Matt Powell guy on Twitter because, he's an old guy who's, who's distanced from the culture in terms of knowledge about
decades,
sneaker things and whatnot. And so what he's going based on is just numbers only.
Right.
He works in the industry. He gets numbers from every single brand. He can tell you what the Yeezy line sold, what this line sold, So it was popular, 3, 4, 5 years ago or whatever, to go after him on Twitter about Kanye's influence. Like I said, we talked about it on this show many times. Why people get passionate about that kind of stuff, I don't know. I know I had conversations with him on Twitter before, but it wasn't like, oh, you suck, I hate you, back and forth with each other. I think we can all acknowledge Kanye had influence. If he's looking at the damn bottom line numbers and telling people it's not, I don't know why, if they didn't have access to those numbers, they'd argue with him. And just the fact that, number one, Beyonce has more products than Kanye with Adidas. Like, look at all the stuff that released on the first line. Like, you're talking about her influence on all these the women's websites is part of it, which it is part of it. But Kanye's almost his entire line left Adidas. That's the thing people don't want to talk about. He's Yeezy brand. You know what I mean? Like, yes, a lot of that stuff may still be made by Adidas, but the clothes don't sell on Adidas' website anymore, right? Or does it even making clothes?
Doesn't sell on the website anymore.
Yeah.
It's only on supply.
Yeah, and Adidas now owns Easy Supply, and they have for a year now or whatever it is. But
they do that? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Oh. But is that stuff, number one, is it Adidas manufactured? Number two, what percentage does Adidas get of the sales if it's got the word Yeezy on it? Clearly, all Beyonce stuff is all coming out on Adidas' website, so it's an Adidas product. I mean, and then, like I said, the sheer number of different items that she has, I can completely see how that would make the brand, bottom dollar more money than Kanye made the brand. I mean, that's...
Hey, look, if you got your brand on Bravo website, Bravo TV,
right.
E! Tonight, you got it on,
right.
All it's going to take is for, a couple people, what's the next big award show, Oscars or something? Yeah. Somebody walk out there wearing an Ivy Park hoodie to the Oscars as their fit, or make a dress out of that stuff, or wear Beyonce creepers under their gown. Stop it. Ain't nobody doing any of that anymore, at least visually seeing it anymore with Kanye stuff.
Well,
Beyonce is more likable than Kanye. If it's all of the above. Does Adidas still need Kanye? Of course they do. Shouldn't. I don't see her ever being able to cater to men. I could be wrong, but I don't.
Well, I don't think, the personal opinion, I don't think she's going to be able to create a shoe that people care about as much as Yeezy. I'll say that much. I don't know. She's already making products for guys, so I think she could do it. But
I don't think she's going to make a new model, though.
I think she has to. We have to. She has to. I don't know if she will, but she has to.
I don't. Well, again, Kanye is still coming up with new. Like I said on the last show, he's still coming up with new models that people care about. The Aziel and the Alien both sold out instantly on their first run. Now, if he comes out with 50 colorways of each one, maybe it won't.
He's coming out with colored tones that didn't even know existed anymore. He's reaching into the depths of evolution for
Like those
these
like
colors.
marsh ones and stuff.
I'm like, yo,
someone
what
peed
is
on 'em.
this?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Stella McCartney made Adidas more money than Kanye did. That wouldn't surprise me at all. So when they say
guess it wouldn't surprise me.
Beyonce could, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know.
But again, I think people have to acknowledge the first run was probably small. They're not going to make, like I said, 5 bazillion pieces of the Beyonce stuff in case it doesn't sell out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
a test. You know.
yeah.
I would like to see it.
But it's like a good TV show that comes out. The TV show gets good ratings. Guess what? It's going to get renewed for a second season. Beyonce's going to be able to make a second line. If the second line does the same thing, she's going to get to make a third line, and it's just going to keep going.
I told some people, I said, I wouldn't be shocked if at the end of the year or early next year, you see Adidas and Beyonce decided to part ways. I don't know why, but I said that's a possibility. I said,
Yeah, but you like making random stuff up like that. So.
I'll make a random stuff.
Oh, yeah,
I'm a
you do.
visionary.
No, you make up random stuff.
I'm a visionary.
It does. Listen,
Profit.
anyone can say like, oh, at some point, you know,
Yes, anybody can say anything, but I feel
a dolphin will become the killer of a shark, or you know what I mean? Like at some point, the food chain might change.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just saying.
But
like,
I believe it. I believe it.
If you give an open-ended,
So if
No,
they,
you
if
don't
they part
believe
ways,
that.
do you think?
Yes, I do.
you don't. No,
Do you
no,
think
no, no. You
Kanye
believe it could happen. You don't
would have
believe
an
it will
influence on
happen.
that?
That's the difference.
Say what?
Do you think Kanye would have an influence on that?
That's what's going to be interesting.
If he wants them to part ways,
Listen,
That's what's going to be interesting.
saying
because you know
something
him
could
and Jay
happen.
don't get along.
He might want to part ways himself from Adidas if this seems to be like the it.
Why is that?
I mean, I don't know why, but Kanye is very egotistical, like you said. If he feels like
Where's he gonna go?
His own brand.
who knows, man?
His own.
I mean, I'm sure Nike will go like this.
Nah, they got
Yeah,
Travis.
right.
They don't need him.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
please. You don't think what? You don't think Nike will open their arms? Stop it.
Nope.
Stop it. All right. Well, he might be on Ling Ning. Yo, easy.
I mean,
Under Armour's like, come on. fam.
we still don't even know like all the ins and outs of what ended the relationship in the beginning. I
You're
mean, so the same people are in charge of Nike. Maybe some of their designers are gone, but Mark Parker's still there. So
we'll see what happens.
I highly doubt Nike would be like, "Hey, Kanye, come back over." Why wouldn't they do that for Beyonce? If Beyonce's making the company money in the bottom line,
Which I don't know why. I think Beyonce's a hard sell. Like, I don't think I would have ever wanted or thought I could get Beyonce or
Bruh,
wanted Beyonce.
Nike's not a sneaker company. Nike is
I know.
a sportswear company.
I know, but I don't know if I would know how to use Beyonce. Like,
Just got proven.
So wait. So here's my.
You just made the point about it being on every women's magazine and TV
You're right.
show.
Here's my prediction. Kylie Jenner is going to get signed to Nike.
oh, the way this dunk, that's another thing with the dunk stuff.
Now, I just don't. I would think that Lizzo or Megan Thee Stallion sell more than her.
It's the same as
Who's
Beyonce.
buying Kylie stuff? What does
That
Kylie
makeup resold for
what-
crazy.
That's makeup. What does Kylie do?
It doesn't matter.
doesn't
what
matter.
you
Oh,
do.
it matters.
No,
Oh, it matters.
no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
That's
It's the
been
most-
proven for
it's
what
the most
decades
popular
now with the
television
Kardashians.
show
Doesn't matter
last
what you
10
gotta do.
years. Yeah,
Why-
they sit there and
what-
look at their
Give me
phones.
one example.
Yeah, all you gotta do is be fine.
No. Give me one example in like world history in those terms.
Of what? You don't have to do nothing?
No. Someone going to a major brand like that and creating their own line.
Um,
Makeup is different. Makeup is like a necessity for women to
No.
be attractive.
Making up your own line is something that a lot of these people already do all the time. The Kardashians used to have a store. They used to have their
That's
own
not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about going to a major brand and creating your own line at the brand.
based off of what? Because you don't do anything professionally? Like, what are you asking me?
Yeah, not being a musician, athlete, whatever. You're saying it doesn't matter that she's
Oh,
not.
no.
So
We may
come up with one example.
We
That's what I'm
may
telling
not-
you.
There may not be a lot of examples of it, but let's not act like it can't happen or
Let's
it
not
wouldn't
act like-
It would have happened already.
Well,
She was on
Travis Scott
contract.
is obviously on Nike as well, which
Well,
I
she
don't
was
know
on
how that would fly.
She was on contract though with.
She's a musician.
and she does have Adidas. She
She's
was-
done now.
Oh, she's done with Adidas.
That's why she's wearing all these dunks.
And no one cared when she was there.
Well, it
But
was
they care now that she's wearing these, and the prices are going through
like
the roof.
no one cared that when she was there, but people like the Falcons or whatever. But you can't say Adidas did the exact same thing that they did with Beyonce. That they like, it's not the same thing.
Probably because they know that she can't sell things.
That's hard to say. I can't say she will, and I can't say she won't. I couldn't tell you. They sell everything else. Like, and I'm not just talking about makeup. They sell themselves. Like, and they do nothing. They don't sing. They don't act. They don't dance. They don't rap. They don't do nothing.
What collabs in history, I'm not talking about them, where someone's gone to a gigantic brand and done their own thing. You can't think of one because it doesn't happen.
Kevin Frost, whoever that is.
That doesn't make no sense to me.
Exactly.
No, I don't mean that. I'm saying, like, we don't know who we don't know who it is or what he's doing.
I'm not sure.
You can't say he's done something because
somebody because he signed a major long-term collaboration thing.
You don't think Nike's smart enough to see her wearing all their shoes and then seeing the prices? And
what are they going to do? Re-release Dunks?
They're already doing that. You put her on the team, and
so if it's already happening, what is she going to do?
I mean, she's with Travis. I mean, they got that.
I won't say it's not possible. That's how I'll put it.
Again, give me one example.
It doesn't have to be. She could be the first one.
I don't know.
What does she do?
She posts pictures on Instagram, which sells stuff.
I didn't think a rapper
could
make this big of a influence on sneakers. I didn't.
Rappers have. Run DMC was wearing Adidas.
That's fine.
40 years ago. 35 years ago.
That's fine. But I'm talking the way it has shifted this dramatically. We're talking like an extreme shift. Like from
you're talking about
in sports and whatever
you're talking about
to now popularity.
This is the same conversation we had last week and all the weeks
and
before.
You're right. And the same conversation again. Let E and Bravo give you instructions on how to cop the Kylies, and it's the same thing. No one's buying Beyonce's because
she's nowhere near the same level. That's not even.
No. She's not nowhere near the same level as Beyonce.
Yes.
Professional wise or anything wise.
No, at all. In anything wise.
Popularity wise, it's hard to say that about the Kardashians.
The one thing they were able to do is tank Snapchat's value for a little bit of time there. But other than that, I don't know what they've done. What have they done?
You're right. What have they done? And yet we're looking at a video of like their refrigerator and it's like as big as my home. Like I don't get it.
We know where they've been successful financially. But what I'm saying, you're talking about signing them to a sportswear company. That's not the same thing as doing makeup.
So do I think Kylie could come out with some Nike sports bras and some Nike jackets and some Nike tights and turn a React runner into like a special Kylie one and did not fly?
No, for what? Why? Why would people care?
Because people care about them for some reason.
I have no idea why they would. That's my thing. I have no idea.
But people do care.
But people do.
No,
She wore those. She wore those MF Dooms or whatever. Prices went. Why? Why?
Two.
I don't know why.
SB prices have been going through the roof for the last year.
It was right. It was direct correlation.
Let's just agree to disagree. I am not gonna challenge Kylie's selling power on anything. I have no idea. Could she? I have no idea. I can guarantee you, and I can say this for 100% fact, which we've all seen, Adidas didn't use her a lot.
Did they do anything with her?
I saw a few little magazine ads and a little quick commercial here and there, but it wasn't a lot. That's how I'll put it. Does she run, exercise? I have no idea. Does she play hoops? I don't know what she does, okay? But she looks good. She's a businesswoman. She's very extremely popular. Probably maybe more followers on Instagram and all social media than Beyonce, for all I know. All I know is this is somebody who's been a part of a TV show of individuals who are talented.
This is MF Doom's sale price for the last year.
Okay.
Show me where it went up.
Okay, look, it went up. You can't see it. It's off the screen.
Yes, it went from $800 a year ago to $700 today.
MF Doom was up up because you just can't. The popularity of MF Doom, you don't see him as often. Anyways, that's it. Shout out to Beyonce.
SBs have gone up because SBs.
Shout out to Beyonce. It's awesome.
And part
of
Travis, partly.
I want to see more. I want to see more stuff for men. I want to see another color palette for men. I want to see something black. They've been double with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and like they did something. Maybe I don't know, but cool with it. Shout out to her. Shout out to everybody who.
I think people.
He probably can't.
Yeah, I think people realized a long time ago that he's not a seller of stuff like that.
Because he's not going to do anything.
He wasn't successful with his own brand. He wasn't successful with anything else.
Well, like, because at the first time when he had S. Cards and stuff like that, he didn't have to sell it. He was Jay-Z. Like, this was like, you didn't have to.
Jay-Z,
now that you're out of that realm of like.
No, he's a smart man. He realized a long time ago the whole title thing and all that other stuff. He knew where to make his money, and it ain't in fashion.
Well, Rockaware did very well back then.
Yeah, but that was back then.
Very well.
And then he
Dash probably owns most of that.
Okay, no,
and then he moved to
anymore.
Owning sports teams and agencies.
Right, but Rockaware did very well due to different things. This is when we were like out here trying to dress like him, and it was affordable.
And Dame Dash probably has most of that.
I don't think he has any of that anymore. I watched the interview.
No.
I think
back then You're talking about what they sold back
Oh,
then.
yeah. You know,
He's probably the one who made all that money, not Jay-Z.
no. But I'm saying Jay-Z made that everybody wanted because of that. And Rockefeller. And all
Oh,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
He created.
That's what I'm saying.
But he didn't make the money off
He
of it.
can't do that now. Beyonce is still out here and still somebody and still everything, which is why she could sell something.
Whoa.
What else?
There was
What?
a huge brawl after the Kansas State game. Cats are out here.
Oh, holy cow! He's fighting fans.
They out in the crowd fighting, bro.
Holy smokes.
I don't know if you saw that.
Dude, they're in the stands fighting.
Woo!
This is KSU?
Yeah, Kansas and Kansas State.
Holy cow. That guy's wearing bulletproof vests. Oh, that's SWAT or police. Yo, look at security. Yo, that's crazy. They must got like other beef. Dude,
Like,
who
that?
is that?
I mean, they're rivals.
Ooh, fam, he ain't fighting somebody in jeans. Like, these are regular cats out here scrapping players. He held his own, too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He probably was an injured player who came off the bench.
They're in the stands.
Yes, I know. I saw the video
No.
already.
Anyways, what are we talking about? Sports way and whack? What are we talking about? Getting real late here. What are we talking
What
about?
else do we have?
Comme des Garçons apologized for. I'm gonna just get a quick opinion on this because
Don't care.
You're probably the only one who would say anything. But Comme des Garçons is a Japanese brand for those who, for some reason, believe it's a French brand. I have no idea.
I had no idea what Japanese. I saw that what you sent.
Cornrows on their models, white fashion models, for some reason.
White people have cornrows sometimes.
Who cares? Look at
Like I said, yeah, I just want your opinion. That's it.
You know what? Stuff like that. It's like, you know what? You're either now doing it on purpose. It's like, who cares now? Like, I just can't believe that, like, you've already seen every other company mess up at some point and go, just why do it?
That's why I want you to comment because you've always been the one who says they
It's
don't got
like-
somebody in there that tell them not to do
like,
it.
it's like amazing, like, every Halloween when, like, a white person still puts on blackface. Fam, what? Yo, what? You didn't see what happened last year? Nobody
But
said.
see, that person's dumb. But this has a board or
no.
a group of.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like now you're doing it on purpose. I don't care whether you're a regular person. You just doing it on purpose. There's too many examples in the world. It's just too many. So whatever with them. Louis Vuitton NBA. I don't know if that matters. Anybody know what that means yet? I don't.
I don't either.
I don't either. I don't like it. Only reason I don't like it is because we're talking about the NBA.
What
NBA,
happened? I didn't even.
They're doing a collaboration during All-Star break with something in the NBA, I think.
Oh.
I don't know if that's jerseys, shooting shirts, product. I don't know.
You
NBA
want to
logo
talk
on
about
purses.
somebody who doesn't care about
don't know.
luxury goods. It's me.
Well,
you already
know,
know that,
see, that's
so.
the thing. That's the thing why I hate that it's like something going in combination with the NBA. The NBA and basketball is a sport. Like, it's for everybody. Like, we should all be able to enjoy NBA products and jerseys and hats and stuff if you can afford it. Stuff like that to me is for the people. Like, just being able to play sports should never leak over. And like, if you start making NBA print on a luxury bag for like $25,000, fam, what are you doing? Like, you're taking away to me the essence of basketball.
The problem with that is you know how elitist the NBA All-Star Weekend is, and it always has been. The only other event that's even remotely close to as elitist as the NBA All-Star Weekend is Super Bowl weekend in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
No other sport comes close in any of their games, All-Star, playoffs, whatever. The parties that people throw, VIP only, guest list, the gifts they hand out at these parties, all the brands have now picked it up where, like, I know you remember in New Orleans, I can't remember, was it New Orleans' All-Star game last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years.
So they, Jordan Brand did a pop-up in New Orleans for the game, and only certain people were allowed in or something like that, whatever. So that's why it doesn't surprise me.
Where is it? It's Chicago, right?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all.
Wait, so is it having to do with those Louis Vuitton shoes that were?
The Virgil
All that is
Yeah.
a Jordan 3 that should have been.
think that-
Jordan Brand needs to sue him
Is
based
that-
on copyright.
I think
Is that what it is,
Is
then?
that Virgil?
Did they
stuff?
give him? Yeah, but did they give him permission to do that? Because it's literally a Jordan 3.
I don't know.
Did you see the picture? Of
I
it?
saw the pictures of it, but
It's
I didn't hear
Jordan
much
3.
about it. I mean, look,
It even has all the patches and everything in the same spots.
my problem is that you start making specific aspects of the game inaccessible to regular people. You already got your floor seats, you already got your luxury skyboxes, you got all this stuff.
It
There
already has
shouldn't be
been, though, to
nothing.
me.
Yeah, but there shouldn't be nothing outside of like sitting on the floor, sitting in a skybox, and buying like actual game worn authentic jerseys that like everybody shouldn't be able to have the opportunity to enjoy. If you start making a purse with NBA logos or jerseys that are like $900, $8,000,
Well, I hope that's not what it is because
like,
it won't sell.
it's
Because that is
crazy.
tacky.
Yeah, well, none of that'll sell.
Tacky. You can't put those two logos together and make it look good.
You know what? I'm going to say this about the Supreme Louis stuff. some of it certainly, some of like the overalls and whatever, some of that stuff's definitely tacky. But for the most part, they executed it pretty well. I mean, in terms of like a streetwear brand.
Yeah, but you can't mess that up.
Oh, you can.
No, because the Supreme is only popular for just box, name, that's it. Like, you can't really mess that up. Like, if Supreme was
Supreme did a collab with blood and semen, nut juice all over his shoe.
That's different because Supreme wasn't in control of the Louis Vuitton stuff. They Declaration and Louis Vuitton.
Well, we don't know that. They may not have, but we don't know that for certain.
Sources.
All right. Anyways, they executed it fairly well for a streetwear brand that probably could have gone sideways. Putting an NBA logo on something is just, I mean,
I don't know what
Supreme tried to do that, and that's the stuff that doesn't sell at Supreme.
You come out with an NBA jersey, All-Star Weekend, a Bulls Louis Vuitton jersey, fam, stop it.
Nobody wants
What?
that.
You think people want that?
No. I'm saying they better stop.
I was
like
like,
they
what?
better stop that. No?
I don't even want to. Mitchell and Ness one. I mean,
Don C ones didn't even sell. Like them, and that's semi streetwear guy. Like that's somebody. Anyways, sports real quick before we get into our top 10 list because it's getting a little late. We got into the discussion about how big whack sports is nowadays. Now, me and George have talked about it many times about how whack. Harden went 1 for 17 in threes, the most missed 3-pointers in NBA history. All right, that's one. The other night I watched on Martin Luther King night. Dame Lillard scored 61 points, almost with a triple-double to beat a trash Warriors team. All right. In OT, me and Andy were having a talk of how the quality of sports has fell off dramatically. All right. Now, you disagree for some odd reason.
No. I don't disagree necessarily with that take that the quality of the game. I don't know how to word it exactly. I don't think shooting a lot of threes and not throwing it to the guy in the post every play is the reason why it's whack. Yeah, but that's my thing.
No, it is.
I understand that. You can
college
say that
basketball isn't like that.
Yes, it is.
It's not as bad as the NBA as far as like threes and stuff like that.
It's because the NBA is more
learn the
superstar
game.
driven.
I mean,
like one player's taking that many threes, not 5 players on the court taking that many.
college
The volume
basketball is the same thing.
The volume's still there, but like.
And the court's
one
not
player isn't taking 17 threes and missing.
The biggest difference between college basketball and the NBA is the court is not as spread out, even though this year that's changed a little bit because they moved the 3-point line back a little bit. So when the 3-point line is compacted, all that defense is in the middle. So the driving lanes are closed down. And the NBA playing defense is so much harder because you have all that space out there that you have to guard.
And you can't touch anybody.
Well, that's the thing in college, too. I mean, the charge block rule is horrendous.
I feel like sports on all levels have declined.
We're watching maybe the greatest quarterback of all time right now, and he's only in his third year. Second year starting, third year overall. Patrick Mahomes has only lost 8 games in the NFL. Granted, he's only been a starter for 2 years and 1 game. In those 8 losses, he has a higher quarterback rating than the highest quarterback rating in NFL history for all games.
Oh, yeah. No. That's nothing to do. The quality the quality of the game does not mean the greatness of teams and individuals.
Well, that's exactly what it means. If the players are better.
Now, in football, it's really hard to say that. You got a lot of pass interference calls and a lot of bad.
I said football.
Penalty flags and like helmet to helmet and stuff. Okay, fine.
That's what I was talking about was football in the text thread. I was saying the rules are unclear. The refs don't even know what to call anymore.
The rules are very unclear.
And they don't know what to call. I saw a video of them calling holding before the flag went off before the snap.
Yeah, I saw that immediately when that happened, someone was already tweeting about it, and I didn't remember back to if that's actually what the call was. But see because I know what you're talking about. The side judge threw the flag. But what could have happened is he threw a flag for some kind of procedure thing, and then the other guy threw the flag for holding, and the holding just superseded the other one. So no one's talking about that potentially might be what actually happened. Who knows?
Yeah, the thing with the NFL for me,
because that guy is not even allowed to call holding. Like that's his job. You can't call holding.
The officials don't know the rules. The first half of the season they were calling roughing the quarterback on almost every other play, it seemed.
Well,
you can't fall on top of them, but nobody knows what that even means.
You have favoritism too. Certain quarterbacks get calls.
So that's for football. Basketball is more the style of play of just jacking up threes, and then baseball I was talking about just the whole cheating scandal If half
Right.
the league is doing that, or a quarter of the league, I think, like 8 teams, 9 teams are doing that, that tarnishes the game. Way worse than the steroid stuff, even.
I find it just to make. I mean,
Your
in a
issue
sense,
is NBA 3-pointers. All right?
NBA,
don't expand
but
it.
no. A lot of stuff becomes unenjoyable when you watch it. See, things with you like, and I said this. I said I don't know if it's the quality of the game or quality of coaching or whatever it is. There's a lot of things out here. The Suns game, like I couldn't tell if it was like bad coaching or the players doing whatever they feel like. Like the game was weird. 1, 2. Then Booker shot that 3, which whatever. Like
What game are you talking about?
Last
against
night.
the Spurs. Like there's just maybe my issue is more NBA. Like I was very disappointed in the games this weekend in football. Like I expected. Now I have no faith in the Packers because I do think they're awful. I think they've been awful all year. They just better than other teams and get to a certain point. But those games were awful.
Well, they were
this
definitely
weekend.
overrated. There's no doubt about that. It was proven by that.
And the Titans looked so one-dimensional. Like it looked like they had no game plan
It
whatsoever.
looked like to me Tannehill got hurt. Like his arm, he hurt his arm halfway through the game or something. The first throw he made was a laser over the middle to Brown, and Brown ran for 40 yards.
Yep.
And then after that, in the second half, everything he threw was short-armed. So to me, it looked like something was wrong with his arm, or maybe he was scared to step up in the pocket. That didn't look to me like. Now, we knew all season long that KC's pass defense was better than their rush defense. So
Not all
that
season.
didn't surprise
It got
me.
better mid-season.
No, the whole season.
Not entire season. Their pass defense got extremely better about 6 games, 7 games in. It was not all
No,
year.
That's not what I said. I said it was always better than the run
Oh,
defense.
okay. All right,
That's all I said.
okay.
So we knew it was better than their run defense. They did obviously a very good job on Henry, but you can't run the ball as much when you're down than you can when you're ahead or tied or whatever. But to me, it looked like Tannehill got hurt. We knew Green Bay wasn't that good. That result doesn't surprise me at all. The Chiefs beating the Titans up doesn't surprise me either, but
No.
I'm kind of surprised that like a team that can go up 17-7 is just completely inept the rest of the game when they were moving the ball. That's why I say like it looked like to me he got injured because he couldn't throw it anymore.
Who wins the Super Bowl?
Chiefs.
I'm going to think about it.
I think next week maybe. I mean,
I'll
if
make
you're not
it
going to be here
next
next week, I understand why you're going to make your pick today. But
I'm going to wait.
to me, it's a lot more exciting matchup than last year. Number one, because the Patriots aren't there
Absolutely.
for once, but it's a team that runs the ball really well. It's almost a replay of the Titans versus KC, except that San Francisco
Better
is
team.
a way better version of the Titans because all they do is run the ball. Their quarterback doesn't have to throw very much, and and San Francisco's defense is a lot better than Titans' defense. But it's interesting to me because of that. The teams, like one team does something really well that the other team doesn't stop really well, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
I'm going to wait to make my pick only because I don't want to make it out of hate. I love Mahomes.
Now, I will say this.
So good.
There's
And I
not-
hate the Niners because it was a Cowboy rivalry for all the years when I was growing up. But the Niners are really good.
There's a lot of talk about Richard Sherman being fantastic against long, deep passes and this, that, and the other in the season. He finally got cooked,
He got
at
cooked.
the end of the game.
Right.
We're finally going to see the best quarterback in the league and the fastest receiving core in the league go up against him, and I would not be surprised if he got cooked more than once in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I expect it. But I think it would be an excuse. They're the fastest. I mean, he's old. That's when they'll start using his age and stuff against him when he does start getting cooked.
He's lost a step.
But I think he got cooked quite a bit this year. No, Ramsey. He got cooked a lot.
That
early
was the
this year.
first pass he allowed over 20 yards all season long.
Yeah, it was Ramsey
Sherman.
that got cooked a lot this year.
So what about I sent you guys that thing about the NFL draft in Vegas.
Oh
Yeah, I've
about
seen that
that.
already.
I might go to it. I don't know.
All right.
We'll see. Well, I mean, if I go with Chris,
You gonna be
though.
driving the boats? Driving
you
the
what?
players
If
up?
I go with Chris and then with Budweiser.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Did you talk about that or something?
Well, he goes every year. So he went to one in Dallas, then he went to one in Tennessee. I never
Man,
go.
What?
He goes to the draft every year.
When? I mean, this is the first you telling of this story.
Oh no! I mean, I just never go. So like he goes.
Well, I
every
understand
year.
that,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I feel like this is something you might have mentioned like,
Oh no! I mean,
years back.
no. He goes to. He's been to like the last probably 4 or 5, maybe 3 of them. I don't know. But it is in Vegas this year. He's going again. He said we're going, so I'm assuming I might go too. So I don't know. We'll see.
That's weird.
Why is that weird?
It's almost as weird as like Bowling Green story. I don't know, just
Why
like
is that
randomly,
weird?
like I go to every NFL draft and I don't live near any of them. It's just weird. I don't know.
I said he goes with Budweiser. Like,
I understand that.
Oh.
It's just like it sounds weird. I don't know.
sounds weird to us because we don't have perks like that in our lives. So he also he also went to the Super Bowl. He might go this year. Like, you know, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Anyways, if the Cowboys was in it, I'd be in Miami.
I work for a municipality, so
I'd be.
I'm not getting anything.
I'd be in Miami right now if the Cowboys was in it.
No, you
So,
wouldn't.
yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Shout out to GOAT.
I mean, your family is a lot richer than. I mean, you were at Bear Jackson copping up everything. So this dude, he sent the most pictures of Jaguars and what he's gonna own when he's older than I've ever seen in my entire
aren't you
life.
Off the
I
Jaguars?
sent pictures of a Torino, just the body, and I sent pictures of some old Jaguars. Like I'm talking like trash. That I was like, I would love to get one
Yeah,
of
but
these
you say you
to
copping
build
multiples.
it back up. I said I wanted to get one to build back up, so when I retire, I already have something cool to drive.
you
on,
copping
whatever,
another one.
just to go to the doctor's office, breakfast, lunch, and back home. That's all I want to do.
And
Maybe
the
the
golf
movies, and the golf course, and maybe the movies every once in a while. I would love to be able to do that.
And then
You would love to
say
be.
you-
We'd all love to be
then
able
you
to
say
do
you
that.
copping. I'm not copping a Jaguar. Let me tell you. If there's one thing I
Bruh,
need to tell you,
the Jaguars.
I am not,
One of the
it's gonna
Jaguars.
be you
there-
in 007.
One of the Jaguars there went for like 170, like a 60. I don't know what year it was. I was like, yo, this Jaguar went for this much, and people were like, yo, this Jaguar is beautiful. That Jaguar was beautiful. The small back with the long front end. Pause. Like that joint was off the. hook.
What year was it?
Maybe 69.
Okay, so number one,
old
the
one.
person who bought it's rich. Number two, they're not going to drive it very often.
Oh, you're right.
And number three, those first two combination means that the needing to fix it won't happen very often.
Bro, they had 3 windshield wipers on it, and they had all those Eleanors, like in Ghana 60 Seconds there. Oh my gosh.
Man, you better start your own church. Get you some money.
You're right.
You should have copped the plane from Top Gun too. Well, that's what you should have copped.
Well, they had Steve Urkel's car there, the Isetta, and they had General Lee there. You know, it was a bunch of racists standing around there.
Steve Urkel, let me tell you something. Jaleel White will never be the same in my eyes ever since that high school basketball game when I seen him sprint out of the gym when the brawl started.
What, you thought he was gonna scrap up them guys?
No, but like if that your first thing is like he was like and dip. He didn't even stay like
He's a celebrity. He ain't trying to be caught up in that. When he comes on the podcast, I'm gonna ask him about that. Actually, you gonna ask him about that.
Oh, I'll say it to his face.
And he gonna slap you up. He like, yeah, he gonna remember you there. He goes, I remember you seeing you too. Anyways, we'll do our top 10 list and get the heck out of here.
Sounds good.
Good episode, guys. Top 10 sneakers of 2019. Top 10 pickups of 2019.
Yeah, definitely not top 10 shoes of
You're right.
2019.
Top 10 personal pickups of 2019 to us. Yes, we know 2019 is over. We probably should have already done this, but you know,
Man, what? It's not that.
Look,
a couple
man,
weeks
It's
ago.
been 3 weeks.
fam, some of the comments that people stuff say to us, I'm like, yo, 2019's over. Get with. Look, what do you want me to do? All right. Anybody got any honorable mentions?
Didn't think it was that big a deal. Yes, I do.
I got one.
They probably should be in the list, but I didn't realize I bought them in 2019 until I had already made my top 10. And I went back and saw the video. But all three of the shoes I bought from Swinger. I'm just gonna say honorable mention, just to avoid controversy, because they need to be mentioned, obviously, or
Controversy.
Swinger's gonna be Swinger would be upset with me if I didn't say these, because obviously you know how bad I wanted those clots. But so they should be at various places throughout the 10. I had already made my list. I wasn't going to go back and change it. So Swinger 3-pack came in May of 2019 on the list.
You are trash for not putting Clots Vapor Max in your top 10.
I didn't even realize I bought it I thought it was 2018.
Once you realized it, you should have made the change. As much as you talked about Clots,
Bro, I think I finished my list at like 437. All right? I was ready to leave
that's
work.
your problem. All right.
Well,
And you got gray hair on your beard now? Dang, look at that gray hair on your chin.
been there for about 3-4 years
Must
now.
be the lights today. It's shining on it. I had one honorable mention. I got swipers in my honorable mention. I have no idea if they whack or fire. I can't tell.
They're firemen.
I can't
You just gotta put them on your
tell.
foot and go.
I can't tell if they're fire or not.
I'm gonna wear them next time I come in.
Who wants to go first? You want me to go first?
Go for it.
I'll go
don't
first.
care.
Do my bottom 10 first. Number 10, I got Winterize 4s. Love that shoe.
Still haven't seen it in person.
Not sure how I'm going to wear it yet.
They are on sale now in various
Going up to the
locations.
cabin in a couple weeks in the snow, so might wear it there.
You're going to take the name
I think I might just wear the snow.
Literally, huh?
I mean, that's what they for. Number 9.
I don't know if that's what they're
Let's
for.
put these to the test.
Oh, I thought what they built for. Number 9.
I don't know if they're built for the snow. Maybe they're built for like cold locales.
Oh, I was gonna wear them on the slopes.
Yes, with
I
your
don't
skis.
ski. Number 9, I got Turbo Green Jordan 1. Shout out to the homie Josh for getting me those. I haven't wore them yet. DS, I love those.
That's number 10, right? You
Number
said
9.
Number 1?
Number 10 was
sorry.
Winterized 4s.
All right, sorry.
Number 8, I got Supreme Camo Wallabies. Shout out to the homie Rick for hooking me up with those. I think those are fire. I wear them all the time. You can't go wrong with a camouflage casual shoe.
You must not have bought much this year.
Number 7, I bought a lot. It's just nothing of any value.
Oh, suck.
Oh, what?
Oh, suck.
You're out of your mind. You see me wear those at work a lot. No, you're crazy.
You want to talk about something else.
Oh my God. Number 7, I got LeBron 7 red carpets. The shoe is great looking. All right. Will I ever wear it? Probably not. And I got 2, but it's a great looking shoe. Retro, one of the best retro sneakers I've ever seen before. It's great. Number 6, I got Jordan 6 Travis Scott. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I thought about wearing it today, but it was raining, and I don't know what I'm doing with it.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
But I like it. You know. What you got?
So I think I only bought 12 pairs of shoes this year, maybe. And I didn't buy anything that.
You mean you bought 12 that you kept for yourself?
Yeah. Well, no, I only bought 12, but I still have them all. And they're all my size, so.
Oh, okay.
They're not all 8.5s, you know. So, number 10, I got the Devin Booker Air Force One.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I haven't worn them yet, but I will.
You worship Devin Booker. You didn't even warn
Hey,
him.
Devin Booker
A Suns game.
is an elite scorer, and he has changed his game a lot. He is efficient. He reminds me of Kobe, the way he plays now.
His
I'm
basketball.
actually kind of all right. Well, settle down first
His
of all.
No, the style
his
of
basketball
his play.
IQ is awful. No.
He
He could put the ball in the net.
He's gotten better this year overall, and I think I'm actually low key impressed that he doesn't shoot more threes because he probably could get away with doing that if he wanted to. Now, I don't say that to say like, oh, mid range jumper is a good shot because it's not.
Well, his
But
mid range
he goes
is like,
to the bucket.
Yeah, and when he pulls up, sometimes it's like 5 foot. You know, it's
Yeah,
like a
that's
layup.
not a mid range jumper.
And the
That's
reason why he's
that's a
not shooting
paint
threes
shot.
because he had that injury to his forearm, and
I didn't even know about that.
He after that his 3-point percentage went because he was shooting like 50%, and then it went down to like 35.
Yeah.
So after that injury, he kind of just did mid range, and it wasn't until the last couple of games he started shooting threes again.
You know how he got injured, right? When he put that bandana on and went to the elevator. It was like, I was going to scrap up them dudes. Nah, he didn't get hurt that way. But that video was funny, though.
Yeah.
That video was funny, though.
What video was that?
How them like IT students or whatever they were beating the brakes off of. What was it? Chris? Warren? Who was it?
No, it was Ulyss, right?
They were beating up Ulyss in the
This is
elevator.
an actual real fight?
Oh, yeah. You didn't see the video?
This was
I mean,
like
I probably
this was
did.
like 2 years ago. Though.
So they were beating them up in the
You
elevator.
said IT students?
Bruh, that's the best way I'll put it. And they were beating them up in the elevator, and then Booker came out of nowhere with a bandana over his face, like about to get it in. Like, you gotta see the
He looks
video.
like he would get washed.
Oh, no,
I'ma be
man. He looked a
honest.
little scary running up with that bandana
He
on his
looks like
mouth.
he would get
Yeah, because he's
washed.
6'7", and those guys were probably like 5'10".
Yeah, they were like, but Ulyss, he should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah, because he's 5'10".
Yeah, he's super small, but still,
Isn't it-
you're a professional athlete. You should be able
Not
to
anymore.
do a Hadouken. Yeah, where's he at? G League?
Hadouken.
China.
Anyways,
Anyways,
he don't
so
exist no more.
number 10, Devin Booker Air Force Ones. Number 9, the Stranger Things Blazer, the white one. Love that one. George the hater.
You love Blazers. You swear you love Blazers.
You know what? If I
You
can't,
do love Blazers.
they're
Nothing wrong with it.
They remind me of Chuck's a little bit, which I do like a lot. And I mean, they're
Blazers. All right,
similar.
you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Anyways, number 8, Sakai Blazers.
When I see people wear them, I'm like, they all right, but they suck.
Blazers suck.
No, stop it.
Low Blazers, all right. Blazers, high Blazers suck.
You don't like
Mids are
high
alright.
anything though.
Mids are cool.
Blazers suck.
You like mid Blazers?
Nope.
All right, well, when,
All right.
when I cop those, I'll go give you some Supreme ones too. I changed my mind now.
All right,
That's a different story. You didn't say Supreme.
Number 7, Yeezy Syntron.
Really? I can't sell those to save my life.
Besides,
I wear them. I wear them all the time.
He does wear them quite often.
Yeah.
It's too
I-
small for you. You wouldn't wear it anyways.
Facts.
Number 6, swipe Air Max 1s.
Oh, that's high.
I like them.
I'm glad you like them, though.
Fire.
I'm glad you got them. Shout out to you. I didn't even say that. Shout out to Andy for getting me a pair. I wouldn't have had a pair if he didn't get them from me.
And now you're like, oh man, I wish I didn't get
My
those.
bottom half of sneakers everybody else got for me.
I would.
Facts. Everyone except
I
for
would
eyes.
have put turbo greens on here if I kept them. I didn't keep them, so I didn't put them on here.
The way you ride for
I
Turbo
mean-
Greens, too, the last time we did the award show.
Well, in
and for
fairness,
you
this
not to
is
keep 'em-
shoes people bought. So if they want to put stuff they flipped on the list, that's fine. Whatever. I didn't do that. Number 10, Air Max 180 Fire. The one, the Fire and Ice Pack, the black one with the little logo on the back.
Yeah. Have you even wore those?
I didn't buy many shoes this year, so same thing.
You bought
Relax.
a lot of stuff.
Those
this
are
year.
fire though.
What else you got?
And they're called Fire. So zing. Number 9, Adidas Ultra Boost Solar 1.0 Yellow. Was waiting for that shoe to come back. Again, didn't buy much this year. So this shoe I still technically own, but I may sell it or trade it. I don't know yet, but for now it goes on the list. Number 8, Nike Dunk Low Off-White Pine Green. Number 7.
Why wouldn't you keep that? Or, you might get Travis Scott's.
I don't know. Might trade, might sell. I'm not sure yet. Might have to sell it and use the money for something else. Number 7, you guys are going to have to look this colorway up.
Know your vowels.
This is Rico would be very proud right now. Only he'd be like this. New Balance 15 New Balance 1530 Soft Haze. Again, you're gonna have to look.
I know.
It's
I
the
know what
green
it is.
and whatever one with the pink lace, like the dirty pink laces.
It's funny because when he posts like those pictures of Nikes today, I said, "Well, Rico really trying to prove he like Nikes now." He was like unreal fire to those Air Max ones.
Those are only
today.
coming out in EU, by the way. Those are not coming out here. So.
Oh, I figured. I was like, "Well, we're not getting those."
Yeah,
So.
they ain't coming out here. And then number 6, the Air Max 97 that I just bought, the red one, Olympic Rings QS Red
that was fire.
97.
I've been really trying not to buy the green one. I want the green
You
one.
get it for $125 now.
Yeah, I just don't want to pay for it.
I mean, that's $55 or $50 off.
Yeah, but then you gotta like open your wallet and put your information in.
Yes, you have to open your phone.
Oh, you
With your
gotta
face.
hit that thing. You gotta double tap the side. Number 5, I got Jordan 4 Cements. Even though the shoe was awful itself, we're considered OGs in the sneaker game, whatever you want to call it. All the sneakers I've had, probably thousands and thousands of sneakers over my life, I have never owned a Jordan 4 Cement. Not once. Never one in my possession. Never flipped one. I've never owned one. So it was my first one. It's an OG. Got the Nike in the back. The shoe is, something's wrong with it. Like mine is clearly fake that Nike sent me, but whatever. I think they sent me the sample.
Did it come in that
I think they
that
built
box
it
from SNS?
No, the box what they sent me. My shoe. One is like a mid and one's a high top. Something is wrong.
All right.
Number
Yes, you're
4.
convinced.
Number 4. I got Los Angeles Cortezes. I wear those every single week. Those might have replaced my infrared Independence Days as something I wear every single weekend.
Wow.
Number 3. I got Waffle Sakai's, the greens. Number 2, I got Air Max 1 Marquee joints. I mean, mine are beaters now. I've worn those so much and have brushed the suede. Them joints are, it might be the best Air Max 1 of the entire year. Even though it's an ID. Yes, I get it, but it's fire. And number 1, I got Jordan 1 UNC Lows.
I said that when they came out, and you said slow your roll. So I'm just,
Whoa. You said what?
that they were number 1 of the year, Air Max 1.
Oh, no. I said that.
No, I said that. This is before you went to Disneyland. Trust me. Trust me.
What you got?
All right, number 5. I got Yeezy Glows on there. Number 5.
Forgot about
You
that.
kept that for yourself?
He's worn it.
I haven't worn them yet.
Oh, I thought I saw you
They're-
worn it.
I didn't know that.
I still need to size switch it because I got a 10.5 and they're too small.
I didn't know you copped that for yourself.
Yeah, they're fire.
Yeah, I like the shoe. There's no way I would ever keep it and wear it, but
Yeah, where the price is, I'll probably end up selling it because they're like $600 resale. So even size 10.5.
$600 for those?
I mean,
What?
I sold mine when did they come out? A year ago? Or-
They were in the like February, March.
I got a size 5 or whatever and sold it immediately after it came out and still made 600. Well, I didn't make 600, but I sold it for like 600 or 5.
Oh my God! I didn't know you guys were selling it for that much.
Well, that's a kid size. That size now is probably like 800 or 900, 700 or something.
Number 4, I got Off-White Dunks, Pine Green, same as George. I will not be keeping those. I will be selling them or trading them because when you said trade them for Travis Scott Air Force or Jordan 1s.
You have to add a little bit, but
Yeah.
add $30, $40, something like that.
Yeah, I might do that actually.
The prices on the green ones are going up. Prices
they
on
are.
all of them probably are going up. But
That's
the green
why I'm
ones are
waiting.
going up.
Yeah, I'm waiting because like the small sizes are like 1,000 now.
Yeah.
So number 3, Travis got 6s. I am like Greg. I don't know what to do with
Yeah,
those.
you got everything.
I
got everything. I got stuff that's
Dookie
fire
sandwich.
but trash.
Number 2, I got Air Max 1, Por La Familia, Marquis.
Same spot as me.
Yep, those are absolute fire.
You got this ultimate disrespect on your list, by the way.
What?
Super disrespect on your list.
What?
You did your top 5 already, right?
Yeah.
Super disrespect.
Number 1, Jordan 1, UNC?
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought you didn't put no Jordan 1 lows on there
Crazy.
anywhere.
That's my number 1, Jordan 1 low UNC.
Did he actually say
Yeah,
that?
he did.
Yeah.
He must have mumbled.
Did you pay attention?
All right, number 1,
right.
I got Bread Force or Black Cement Force.
Well, you got a good pair. You got Authentics.
Number 5, Jordan 1 low SB Midnight Navy. I can't believe I hated on that shoe when the pictures first came out because that shoe was fire.
Yeah, you tripping.
All right. Number 4, Air Max 90 Viotech. Not the OG Viotech, the other one with the peach. Better.
2.0.
All right. Number 3, Air Max 1 Por La Familia. You guys call it Marquis, whatever you want to call it. That shoe
This is a
is
social media thing.
unadulterated fire. Number 2, you guys probably be surprised by this. Breads are not number 1.
What?
Jordan 4 Retro Black Red Cement is number 2, and number 1 is Jordan
That was 2019?
Yep, at the beginning.
Said, yeah.
Oh.
It was like
I should have added that then.
January. You did have it on there.
did.
No, I had
Bread 4.
black cement.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said white one.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Said Black Red. And number 1 is the same Jordan 1 Low SB UNC because it is the shoe of the year.
See, I hit on everything else, but I never hit on Jordan 1s.
Oh, none of the lows? I thought you had some of the lows.
I mean, not what came out this year.
Oh.
I mean, I have Shadows and Chicago's, but I got those like when they were at the outlet.
Have you worn brown paper bag Jordan 1 lows yet?
I wore them like on Friday or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Lance
okay.
Mountain.
Yeah, I haven't yet.
I want those still.
Oh.
Did you do anything to yours?
There's
or-
only one
I
way to
want
wear 'em.
to, but I'm too
Nah, I'm not
terrified.
going to.
I guess I won't then.
Do you see what
I think the only thing I might do is like
Swagzilla?
What
Josh?
do you do? Here did his?
Yeah, he tagged us all in a post.
Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, that was his?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was his. I thought he just tagged us in the post.
No, those are his.
the only thing I would do is take the thing on the back off so you can see the Nike on the back
The wings?
tab. I don't know, is it wings on
I
the
think
back
it's
of
wings on
Jordan
the
1?
back.
I don't know.
Like the original Jordan 1 wings. That means he gets Air Jordans. All right, let's get out of here. It's late. All right, Andy, appreciate you coming through like always. Next week, Sneaker Hall of Flames, George. So get your mind wrapped around that so you can think about it today and not the day before.
UNC low
All
one.
right. If you want to go, and Jay's going to be on the podcast next week. I know he's dying to be on. He's on break, so shout out to Jay. All right. Oh, see, that's fire. See, I'm like that.
Nah,
I don't like that they're mismatched.
it's not for me.
I don't either. It's too mismatched.
Yeah.
I don't like the black.
I don't either. I think the Royal, or not the Royal, the baby blue player looks fire.
Oh, yeah, that one looks good.
If it was both one of those, I would do that too.
The other one's just
Oh,
like,
it is wings on the Jordan 1 low. I thought it said Nike.
Nah.
Nah, you smoking. Those are trash.
Who wins, ASU or U of A?
Come on, man.
They said ASU. Dude. Like, what are you talking about? No?
You still owe me lunch, by the way.
I do owe you lunch. Why don't you relax? Huh? I'll get you lunch.
You lucky if you now the way it worked out is if they lose, it just cancels out. But you're gonna owe me 2.
Oh, wait. I don't know. We agreed on 2 in one time. That's too fast.
Not at once.
I'm joking.
Him out here copping Jaguars.
All right. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing.